She's not signed in yet. I don't know. Well, no, it says Melissa, so come on. So it just says blank? Never mind, sorry. I just was making sure you were paying attention to me. I need attention.
6 o'clock.
Who was standing on the chair saying they need attention? Call to order. Roll call, please, if you're ready.
Trustee Tarpley,
I'm here.
Trustee Brady,
Here.
Trustee Terrell,
Here.
Trustee Griffin,
Here.
Trustee Wood,
Here.
Superintendent President Dr. Walden.
Here.
And Andrew, can you do the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Please rise.
Don't stand on the chair.
Stand
Thank
on
you.
the chair. Say attention. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready and begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
President Tarpley, I'm honored to introduce Pastor John Rickert, most avid walker in Spring Valley Lake, every morning, no matter whatever the weather is.
Welcome. Can you
Thanks,
please
John.
walk up?
I just have to walk by, keep an eye on Joe, make sure he's not terrorizing the neighborhood.
Thank you for that. We appreciate
Yes.
it.
Yes. Well, let's pray. Lord, we do thank you for this day. We thank you for another day that you've given us and another day that we have to do good. Lord, we thank you so much for VVC, for this institution that has meant so much to this community for so many years. We thank you for all of the different students that this place has put forth in the past, for how those students have made a difference here in our community, around our state and around the nation and even around the world. We thank you in advance for students that will be coming out of this fine institution, for their lives and the lives that they will touch. Lord, we thank you in advance for how they will make a difference here in the high desert, here in our great state of California, throughout our nation and throughout the world. And Lord, tonight, as they meet and as they're discussing different items and as they provide wisdom, guidance, and direction, Lord, we ask that you would give them that wisdom, guidance, and direction. We ask in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, John.
And now, Melissa, will you please rise and walk forth? He's going to meet you.
Having been appointed by my peers on June 1st, 2026, to serve as the Associated Student Body President and Student Trustee to the Board of Victor Valley Community College District, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the state of California and the Victor Valley College Associated Student Body. In addition, I will abide by the Victor Valley Community College District Board policies. And I will faithfully discharge the duties of the Office of Student Trustee for Victor Valley Community College District to the best of my ability. Congratulations. Another roll call.
Yeah, that is what it says on here. Thank you.
Trustee Tarpley,
Here.
Trustee Brady,
Here.
Trustee Terrell,
Here.
Trustee Griffin,
Here.
Trustee Wood,
Here.
Student Trustee Pulaski,
Here.
Superintendent President Dr. Walden.
Here.
Public comments, are there any?
No.
Okay. Elected officials report? None. And Board of Trustees goal report out. And I happen to be the lucky winner of today's duty, so you get my voice even longer. You're welcome. The following governing board goals define how the trustees will add value to the district through their governance. With their focus on the mission, quality outcomes, and improvement, the board demonstrates their policy and mission-directed leadership role and responsibility for institutional effectiveness and student success as outlined in the Guide to Accreditation for Governing Boards. Goal 4, lead a proactive, forward-focused planning process to prepare Victor Valley College for growth to 40,000 students and 17,500 FTES by 2030. Building sustainable and quality capacity in programs, student support services, workforce partnerships, facilities, and technology, ensuring access, equity, innovation, and fiscal responsibility to meet the region's educational, economic, and cultural needs. Victor Valley College continues to proactively plan for the future, as you all know, because you're part of it, through the development of long-range enrollment model designed to support the college's goal of serving 40,000 students and 17,500 FTES by 2030. In February, Dr. Walden, Dr. Scott, and Dr. Freeman presented this work at the 2026 Bellwether Awards competition in San Antonio, Texas, where Victor Valley College was recognized as a top 10 finalist. The model was originally built around projected growth scenarios of 2.5%, 5%, and 7.5%. However, with the college experiencing 12% growth, the model will be updated to reflect this new reality. Because the model is designed to adjust as enrollment changes, it provides a valuable planning tool for future capacity, programs, facilities, technology, and student support services. Dr. Walden also highlighted this work during his presentation at the Strategic Enrollment Management Gathering in Irvine. This remains an ongoing effort as the college continues planning for sustainable growth while meeting the educational and workforce needs of our region. That is all I have for that. Individual Board of Trustee reports. Brandon,
Oh, I get to go first.
you do.
All right, so it's been very busy lately, as everybody out there knows. I've attended the following events: the nurse pinning, that was amazing and beautiful as always, the EMS paramedic graduation ceremony, the Cosmo esthetician manicure and barber graduations, main graduation, and then the ASB retreat. Just a couple of comments. Mackenzie will hate this, but I was very impressed. Mackenzie filled in for Dan at the EMS graduation and did an exceptional job of making it absolutely the most personalized graduation ceremony ever, which was easier because there was, what, 20? 25? She actually went through and named every single graduate, and then as she named them, she read off a list of attributes about them, things their classmates would say about them, what they were known for in the class, etc. Gave a little bio and told some funny stories and whatnot about each one of the graduates. I think it really did, Mackenzie, make it an exceptional event. After it was over, I told Mackenzie I expected that she would be doing the same at the main graduation.
Oh, yes. No problem.
But she unfortunately refused, which will go in your permanent file, by the way, your refusal to do that for 1,200 of them. No, it made for just a great personalized, I'm sure the families absolutely loved it. I think the graduates and the families have no idea how lucky they were to have Mackenzie kind of preside over that and put the time and effort into making it so personalized instead of just a regular congratulations kind of a speech. So thank you, Mackenzie. That was a real pleasure to watch. Right after that, the Cosmo esthetician manicure barber graduation. What a contrast. The paramedics came in with military precision. They march, they have their hands at the sides, they're all in step, they stand, they sit down. When they come on the stage, they kind of march up, and then we rolled right into Cosmo, esthetician, manicure, and barber. That was a party. They were there ready to rage and have a good time. And there was a lot of hooting and hollering and cheering, and that whole group was a completely different personality. So fun to see the contrast between the groups of students that we have here on campus. Main graduation, of course, was amazing for those that were there. It would have been nice if they'd have turned the air conditioning on in the Toyota Center. But aside from the lack of air conditioning, that was also another wonderful event. And of course, then I'm still tired, Robert, thanks to the ASB retreat. Just a wonderful weekend, and I'm happy to report out regarding the ASB retreat that the current ASB seems to be a very positive, upbeat, fun, happy, energetic group.
They're in the back.
Not all of them.
Most of 'em.
Are they all there? Yeah, see? They're also here ready to rage. Just a really fun, exciting group. Lots of energy, lots of enthusiasm, lots of happiness. And so the ASB retreat was also another exceptional event. We had to give Andrew lots of attention. He would regularly stand on the furniture and say, "I need attention." And so we would say things like, "You're very handsome, you're kind, you're a nice guy." We'd give him attention.
And he knows you're lying.
We didn't say he needed truthful attention, just attention. So,
What? Okay, enough.
so great events all around. The nurse pinning, of course, is always one of my faves. Love the nurse pinning. I think everyone knows my daughter did that a couple of years back. And so it's always near and dear to me. It always takes me back to when I got to see my own daughter at the pinning ceremony. And so that one's always a little bit of a little tug at the heartstrings, kind of sentimental event for me. So thanks for the invites to everything. Thanks for having me. To the people out there, I see you out there. Thanks for having me at your events. It was a real pleasure. And Mackenzie, next year, Maine graduation, you're going to do that personalized touch for every one of the graduates who walks.
Cool.
All 1,200.
So it'll be a 2-day
It'll be
event.
1,500 next year.
That's quite an ask.
She did so good. She can handle it.
25's the limit. Steve, please.
Well, I also went to the graduation, and it was warm. It was also very encouraging to see all the graduates, so congratulations to all of them. I was able to host a teacher from the Adelanto School District for an externship, and he was able to get some firsthand knowledge with some of my journeymen on heavy off-road diesel mechanic operations. So tearing down a 777 engine and loader and having a great old time. So hopefully he can bring that back, and we can have some more prepared students that come into VVC. And then I also was very encouraged by the new ASB group. Only a few returning, so all new group, and you're getting along very well. I'm very encouraged by that as well. So keep up the good work when you get your assignments. Robert, I'm hoping that'll be soon that they get their assignments. And then we can continue the great progress we've had with things like going to Washington, D.C. and bringing back a great report. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Dr. G?
Good evening. First, I want to say congratulations to Melissa. All right, we look forward to working with you and having you here on the dais with us. In June, I attended the graduation at the Toyota Arena. That was a really wonderful event. And then last weekend, I attended the ASB retreat. And I have to say that I agree with everybody who has said that we have a really lively cohort of ASB students this year. We really do, and I mean that in the best possible way. The other thing I want to say is that I think there's something about VVC's ASB that it seems that students, when they graduate, they always come back. They always come back, which is a good thing. While I was there, I met a really wonderful woman named Christina Herrick, who shared her story with me. She's a very vivacious woman, shared her story with me. And then just like when I was driving up on Friday morning, I was saying to myself, I wonder what it's going to be like without having student representative Haley Reyes there. And then I park and go inside, go upstairs. The first person I saw was Haley. So it's like, wow, that's really a good sign. So we had a lot of fun. ASB is to be thanked for and commended for a very, very interactive day. I was only there one day. I would say the highlight for me, though, in the ASB retreat was the presentation by Mr. Alexander Rico, who is an employee of Walt Disney Company. And he had the students do all kinds of activities focused on communication and teamwork because they're going to be working together. And he reminded us that the strongest teams are not necessarily those where everyone agrees, but the strongest team, rather, are the ones where everybody feels heard, seen, and valued. And of course, he had us do all kinds of fun activities. We did one activity. Now, I'm old enough that I feel that I've seen all kinds of activities. I feel like I've seen them all, but he had us do one with the sandwich, if you guys remember that, where each one of us represented an ingredient from a sandwich, and we had to use our communication skills and walk around and blend together with those with whom we felt we would make a really good sandwich. And so that was really good, and it reminded me of governance. It reminded me of the time that we spend here and our relationships here, because everybody here has a varied different educational background and different lived experiences and different skill sets, yet our differences are not problems, they're not obstacles, they're assets that we use together to do what's in the best interest of the students here and ultimately for the community. So it's a really good time we had there in Big Bear, and I look forward to continuing to work with the students of ASB. That's all. Oh, and then there was one ASB student who said to me when he met me, he said, "Now, are you the Dr. G with whom I played pickleball a year ago at 24 Hour Fitness?" And I just thought that was such a real good moment of contact.
Were you?
Well, as I told him, it depends. If he won, if he lost, then that was me. but if he won, then I don't know what you're talking about. So, but yeah, so that was good.
That's hilarious.
So I look forward to working with him.
So was that you?
He's
I
not-
think it was.
I was like, he's not going to reveal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was Jared. Jared too.
That's great.
Thank you.
So I also attended the big graduation at Toyota Center. Got lots of pictures from the audience coming to me during the graduation, which was kind of fun, I thought, from community members like, "Hey, I see you," which is a weird feeling. And then ASB retreat, I went up Thursday morning and stayed through Sunday, even through the last lunch together, and really just love my babies, and so happy that you all have decided to volunteer or have been voluntold. And I really want to commend Robert, Tim, and Andrew for their work. Management also, or executive also goes up for a portion of that, and they have a leadership retreat as well. Team building and professional development, in which Haley and Stephanie, plan. And so thank you for your work there. It was really great job. And Mackenzie, right? Okay, sorry to leave you out. I love you so much. The more I get to know you, the more I fall in love with you, just so you know. And it's been a long relationship, so. But what a great event. Always reminds us, or at least me, I can't speak for everyone, but reminds me of the why behind, being up here and giving up time with the fam. So excellent retreat on all accounts, and thank you for having me, and thank you for letting me be here. I'm going to toss it on over to Joseph W. If you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I've said this many times. There are two big days in my life as a trustee that I wouldn't give up for anything. One is our graduation, and two is the ASB retreat. So this was my 14th out of 15th year to be up there. I think Dr. G said, I mean, we've got just a great ASB, and I've seen a lot of energy, a lot of good friends, met a lot of great students up there. But as Brandon and I shared when I was up there for my brief stint, which I apologize, but I had some things I had to take care of. I've never seen that kind of energy before by the ASB, and I've never seen a group get along so well. And that really does say a lot. And I think that, Melissa, welcome. Haley, thank you. Obviously, you had something to do with this group here, and I want to thank you publicly. But no, it's a great day, and it's also, when our president made the comment about the faculty being up there, that came about after Dr. Walden came here, and I think it really does. It's great to see the mixture between the two. It's great to see the conversations between the management and the students, even if you're sitting on the side and you just kind of watch the interaction. We didn't have that before, so I think that's really been a good addition. I would like, either next month or the month after, I'd like the board to have an honest conversation about graduation. What were the pros and cons? Trustee Wood, you're right. I think I lost 3 pounds there. You know, it was cold when we walked in there.
Oh, yeah.
And the problem is you
All
put
the people.
8,000 bodies in there. I also found it rather interesting, differently than Blockbuster, where by the time we handed out the last diploma, there were 300 people left. And they just kind of grabbed their diploma and they're gone. So that to me was, I didn't like that. I like to see all the students together. I know you can't tell them to stay there or not, but I would like to have a candid conversation. I think that the trustees need to be heard on this. Is not just a management issue. Whether we go to Blockbuster, where we go again. About a week and a half ago, I had the privilege of being on a Zoom call with Dr. Walden and Dr. Tarango, Frank Castanos, Charlotte Allen, and we are working now towards, we've picked out our next 3 topics. I'll share those with you in the next board meeting. And we're now booked, I think, through the beginning of March of next year. So thanks again. And again, Haley, thanks for what you did. And Melissa, welcome here. We're all here. We're always a phone call away. And again, I'm privileged to be here, and hope I can serve as long as I can.
Amen. Melissa.
I'd like to start out with, I also went to the graduation, which was an amazing experience. I think I lost a little more than 3 pounds that day. Me and Haley had a little bet who'd do more. I won 30,000 steps. Thank you very much. The win is a win, I also went to the nursing pinning ceremony, and I too also went to the retreat, had a great time, and I'll discuss.
Thankful, glad you were there.
Very, very thankful I was there. I mean, lost a little bit more weight with all the sweating we did, but hey, sweat together, bond together, We all had a great time, and I'll discuss more about that in a little bit.
Thank you.
Can I just say one thing? And I had said this before. I think the Holiday Inn's days are over. I had suggested that maybe we look at the UCLA facility up at Lake Arrowhead. It's a great retreat. It's got food. It's got everything that you need. I know it's a little bit more money, but you know what? If we want to be great, we got to think great. When I want a good meal, I'm willing to go out and pay for that meal. And I really do think that we should take a look at that facility, because when you're there, and I've actually held things there, and I've been there multiple times, you really feel like you're kind of in a cool place that deals with academics. And if you know, UCLA is the most sought after school in the country to get into. So I would just throw that out. I know that it might be a couple bucks more, but the one thing about VVC, we've always figured out how to find that money if we need to.
Well, I'm sure that the people that plan it are already planning, so. And take it away.
Oh, we have special presentations, and the first one is
I love
on
messing with him.
the facilities master plan, and the Board of Trustees all have a printed copy. And I believe, I'm going to turn this to Eric, and then you're going to, is Megan here in person, or is, oh, she is. Oh, there she comes. Hello, Megan. See you in person.
Good evening, Board. An honor to introduce Megan Gauns. She's a licensed architect and a partner with Cambridge West Partnership. We've spent the last 12 months together creating that 142-page document that you have, and it's also on our facilities and construction website. But I'll go ahead and hand it over to Megan.
Good evening. It's wonderful to be with you all here in person. Do you mind backing it up a little bit to the beginning?
The guy in the back is gonna back it up.
Other way. Right there. Perfect. All right, here we are. 142 pages, that's a lot. So we're gonna give you the cliff notes of that today. We're gonna quick review what is an FMP, your timeline and engagement into creating this, the rising themes through that engagement, really what we were looking to achieve, and then what that vision was. Next slide, please. So I think it's just important to make sure that we know that FMP is a diagram. It's an intention. It is not a set of building documents. So it's a long-range roadmap. It's the assessment of current needs and the prioritization and implementation framework as you move forward. So it is a vision that takes 10 to 12 years. It's a framework, it can adjust, but it really puts the right data in the right order so that you can make very educated choices along the way as you choose to implement it. Next slide, please. For the engagement, we've been with you for about a year working on this with a dedicated facilities committee that met monthly, and they showed up every month. They were active, they debated about things that were important, they didn't mind and weren't afraid of digging into the data, asking very intelligent questions. And then when it came to throwing mud on the wall and figuring out how do you continue to serve students long-term and what's right, they were very respectfully having that conversation, the right team. I heard what you said, and I thought that was just like this. And our interview process, we interviewed many individuals on campus throughout the year and then had campus-wide surveys with your students, faculty, and staff, and an ongoing QR code for questions and comments. The engagement or the listening process never really ended. Up until the end, it was still a, did we hear you? Are there any other questions you have? Anything that should still be added in to the vision? The rising themes, next slide, please, that came up with our deans and VPs was a concern over classrooms and lab balances. Just as the rest of the institutions in the community college system, after COVID, our utilization of classrooms and labs shifted a little bit. A lot of your classes that remain online, while labs came back to back to campus, due to specialty equipment, your most successful courses that are online are lecture-based. So from a facilities management standpoint, you need to start to look at that balance and make sure that you have the highest and best use of facilities. We have the growing demand for CTE labs and modernization. We had larger and more flexible instructional spaces as a request. There's a concern of will we have space shortages if we reach that goal in 2030? So they were very focused on trying to understand how we're using space and what to do about our spaces moving forward. There was a look at allied health programs and shifting or new emerging professions to be able to add to that curriculum. And then there's a shortage of faculty offices that your team's already been working on solving. Next slide. Additionally, storage came up, but an unknown secret, it always comes up across every community college. There was a recognition for your student services building, your one-stop. It's a beautiful building, and it is packed to the brim every time I've been on campus. But then there lies the concern. Will we outgrow it? And if we do, how do we make sure we don't lose students throughout the matriculation process? And how do we continue to serve them as they need? Wayfinding and signage. So can I find my way on campus? Are the buildings or the rooms easy to find across campus? That came up. Some concerns about lower campus constraints and program growth. So really looking at some of our CTE programs and recognizing that while we have a lot of land, we don't necessarily have the right type of space for some of those programs that are bursting, and then making sure we didn't forget our regional centers. Next slide, please. With facilities, looking at the campus and through walking the campus, aging buildings came up. Now your buildings post-2010 are still in pretty good shape, standing in a beautiful one today. But your pre-1990s buildings, while some of them have maybe been renovated or maintained, some of them were starting to show age, either as a system or in programmatic needs. So technology has shifted, the way we're looking at delivering programs has shifted. So there was the question of, are those buildings serving us in the best way? MEP, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, You had a series of buildings that had some roofing challenges, some HVAC challenges. The central plant is at capacity. There's concerns over electrical. Your underground utilities haven't necessarily been mapped, but you're working on it. HVAC, security and site function, parking lots, program support. The great news about this list is your campus already knew. Your team's been working very hard, and beginning last fall, they began many critical steps to start attacking this list, some of which have already been implemented, but it's important to keep them in the plan so that we don't lose sight of them moving forward. On the next slide, we'll jump into what that vision is. So this becomes your new campus map. So there are a number of buildings that are not on here because there's buildings that have taken their place. So in blue, new projects represent a future Building 30. Now that's not the right footprint, but it is the right location. A new CTE complex that's just a diagram, not the official footprint. And then we have recognized the student housing planning site that was determined a few years back, should that come back up. We have an expansion zone around welding in 67 and the trades in 65, construction trades. And we have moderate and minor renovations or alterations to some of the buildings on the upper campus. So that would include 23 and 21, 41, 42, and 44. There is potential demolition along the way, and that is really phrased as potential because through programming and that flexible framework, you have choices as they come up. In some lenses, we don't support portables in a long-term stance, staying on a campus, or you want to know that you have a plan for that. Hence our 32 A, B, and C and 51 A, B, and C. But they're currently serving a critical need. The recommendation is that you don't just demo them, but as new facilities come online and you have the opportunity to better use space and then your fiscal resources and maintenance of buildings, you look at them from the wide lens. But let's jump into each project. Next slide, please. The CTE complex. This complex really looks at replacing all of your portable buildings on the lower campus with the potential of including 62, 63, and 64. Very uniquely to your campus, all of those buildings, 60, which is your ag complex, 62, 63, and 64, which is where your auto and some other programs are located, 66, where we have some of our CTE, that's where your cosmetology, estheticians, sewing labs, some of your classrooms are located, and 80, humanities complex. Every one of those buildings has a facility condition index over 80. All that you need to know about the FCI is that that's a state metric, and in their own survey, when they were here last May, they gave those buildings a very high number, which means that those buildings are extremely eligible for state matching dollars should you choose to rebuild, consolidate, and build a fresh facility. So we really encourage you that your next step would be to look at an initial project proposal, which is the next step at the state, and then a final project proposal, to start really digging into what that program could include and how you could maximize and leverage as many state dollars as you can in their next bond cycle. This project would be located where Building 80 is. It would be a multi-structure solution, but recognizing some of those uses are very tall, high bay, or welcoming spaces. Cosmetology is going to have community members visiting it. Automotive has high bay and outdoor spaces. Ag is going to need some outdoor land. But then you also have a few other programs like electronics, computer animation, multi-purpose classrooms, faculty offices that could be elevated onto the upper floors. It does recognize that there's a few programs here that would become redistributed to the upper campus, including Veterans Resources and Justice-Involved Education, who are currently down in 80, absolutely not to be forgotten, but to be reincorporated up into some of our other engagement centers and purposefully included on the upper campus. Next slide, please.
Exciting.
Expanding the CTE zone would allow construction technologies and welding to expand. Every single interview we had let us know that welding is already at capacity despite how new and beautiful that building is. It is a growing program. So we see with the removal of 60 and 66 just to the north and south of that upper and lower section of that blue box, that there's room to expand within the footprint. You don't necessarily need to knock things down and rebuild them, but you have the opportunity as needed to grow and expand. Next slide, please. On the upper campus, our modifications to buildings is really looking at student-centered services and engagement opportunities. You have a variety of space on campus where students can be involved, they can study, they can seek resources. They're not necessarily all, though, at the right scale. Some are a little too big and they're a little bit more vast. Some are a little tighter. Some are maybe inefficient. And we're saying that there might be an opportunity to look broader to make sure that every square inch that can be dedicated to those students could be. In 44, the prime example is the second floor. When this event center opened, the event center at the upper floor of 44 remained the event center. And throughout the year, the conversation came up of, you know, it's really underutilized. There's a number of other meeting locations on campus that are supporting us. Those rooms could be given back to the students. And in Building 30, program currently for Building 30 does not necessarily support the Multicultural Center and Emoja Center that's in the existing 30. So could the upper floor be dedicated back to student organizations? And for example, growing, it would more than double the size of what the current Multicultural Center is and allow them to grow into that or look at other clubs. On the ground floor, the Rams store, the recommendation is that throughout the planning horizon, which could be over 10 years, that we're right-sizing it. Many colleges are grappling this question. It's the same question we had years ago with what are we doing with bookstores, and now we see a lot of that online. Now we have a Rams store. It's still very large. So as that footprint continues to evolve, should it get smaller, there's more space there that could be given back to the students for the student union. Next slide. 41, 42, and 21 really all work together in those student engagement areas. So being able to make sure that we're balancing and consolidating student engagement, student study spaces, we feel that that's important. So you have the right amount of quiet and loud, and then the right blend of supported and individualized study areas. And the facilities master plan is also recognizing that as we burst out of 23, 21 is the go-to. Programs in 23 that are continuing with our students throughout their time here and can continue to support. If we can move anything out, 21 would have room to do so. That's due to utilization and the maximization of your new Building 30. Building 30 more than doubles the existing Building 30, bringing you a significant amount of opportunity in classrooms that give you the opportunity to shift a few puzzle pieces around on the upper campus. The next few slides, next slide please, are going to show us our campus systems. So from a parking standpoint and a campus vehicular standpoint, we're maintaining those parking lots. We're looking to expand solar within our code requirements as needed. We're refurbishing parking lots and just making sure that we keep them up to date. Next slide. We're looking to maybe include some raised crosswalks or safe crossings, specifically at Jacaranda and then potentially down on Mojave Fish Hatchery Road as needed. Next slide. And then we're looking at gateways and entry opportunities just to make sure that we're consistently branded and welcoming our students, that wayfinding becomes quite easy across campus. And in our last slide, every time I talked to students, it was we still like outdoor spaces despite the weather here. Doesn't necessarily mean it's expensive space or flashy, but it does mean that there's shade, typically some Wi-Fi access, and power. And if you can add food, even better. But some outdoor spaces. There is a very natural set of spaces between 42 and 44. Students are there all the time. So providing the right resources for outdoor fairs and congregation is a real opportunity for the campus. Next slide, please. On our other locations, the SC Logistics Airport, we didn't want to ignore it. It is a rented facility. So within the facilities master plan, the recommendations there are to keep maintaining that. It's abundantly clear that that location is so critical to the students being right in with potential future employers or being right there on the runway. So maintaining it and making sure that we maximize that was important. And then on our last slide, our regional public training facility, a beautiful, beautiful facility. They continue to grow as well. So supporting them in any programmatic updates, supporting storage, classroom organization and keeping things maintained for the longevity of that building was the final recommendation. Here for any
So
questions.
before the board starts their questioning, I wanted to say, first of all, Megan, I have been doing this a long time, well over a quarter century just in community colleges. And this is the best put together not by one firm, but by the college itself. They're listening to the students, the faculty, the administrators, the managers, and we're seeing you, the way you were able to take everything that was said, and of course you brought management in and the cabinet as well, and I certainly lend my voice to it. Just the way you put it all together, it's the direction that we're headed in. I wanted to let the board know that some of this is already well and underway. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there's 3 spaces you probably haven't heard about yet, but Megan has already worked with us, and we now have a layout of the second floor of the
44.
of Building 44, which is the Student Activity Center, to move all of our affinity space up there.
Makes the most sense.
And so, because when Building 30 is torn down next June, those folks have no place to go. So it's my dedication that before we tear that building down, we're going to have the second floor of the student, what's really going to become, in effect, the student union building. Okay, so the rest of the campus, it's not going to be really for them anymore. I'm not saying people couldn't use it, but it's going to be all about students to hang out there, to have their centers there, Unidos, Umoja, Puente, our LGBTQ Pride Center, all of our honor societies and other clubs, common space for them to meet and actually check out a room. Some of these larger groups are going to have a dedicated space there.
Bless you.
And so Megan helped us with that, and so we actually have the drawings and we're ready to go, and I've already commissioned that project. Another thing we have commissioned, and I don't know if you caught the letters that she had, the big letters that were out in the
The wayfinding.
so we've already got that going toward a bid to put VVC in 10 to 12-foot letters. We have that out for a bid right now, about where the gazebo is, so that it'll become a photo spot and also a hangout spot, because there'll be benches around it and it'll light up at night. It's going to be gorgeous. And when it's a photo spot, it's positioned to where the new Building 30 will be the background of that,
gorgeous.
looking clear across the lake. So that's already in the works. So now that Building 30 is up and going, so I have signed off on the floor plan and the schematic drawings, which will be done in a couple of months. We're going to ask the architects to bring them back to show the board what the building's going to really look like, and then they will go from there into working drawings. So now that I got that going, I have moved because I'm always thinking way out there, right? So that's what I do. So this is gone. Okay, now that Building 30, that's done as far as I'm concerned. Now I'm moving to the CTE stuff, and while I'm here, I plan to get that so much done that if it's not finished by the time I'm leaving or leave, then it is as good as the One Stop was when Roger left. Everything's there and it just happens. The funding, the architect. I'm actually hoping to see that building start its construction, while I'm here. So we're going to go after, and Cambridge West, who Megan works for. I don't know if you just work for them. I would imagine maybe not.
Yeah.
But she's so talented and intelligent, probably works all over. But they're already working to help us go after these state dollars.
Perfect.
So we're going to go after that money, and we're going to come up with the other half. That CTE building, I'm looking for it to be somewhere between $100 to $120 million building, and it'll be right down there on Fish Hatchery Road, and probably that where the farmers market would be the parking lot to that building. I mean, there's a lot of things that have to be done down the road. This is just visionary, but I'm just telling you, I'm working on getting that done. So I really think that's the next big project for Victor Valley College. And so I would love to see that happen. We are still working on housing, and, when we can get that through the state, we'll turn that over to that project too. So I just wanted to mention those things that are in this plan that are actually already underway. So,
And you guys kept going. I mean,
Yeah.
plans, you never stop, but you were so excited, y'all just kept going. So it was great.
anyway,
That's the big-
I want the board to be able to ask questions to Megan.
Well, I think that it is an amazing, I love that we have a book, like
Oh,
with
good.
pictures, so very exciting. I did want to make mention, I'm super happy that Appendix C, page 141, has the list of the committee members. And so I just want to make mention of their name, if that's okay. Dr. Eric Freeman, Tyler Bush, Alexander Strickland from Welding, Tyler Bush from Culinary, Mark Kupier, sorry if I butchered your name. Kuiper? That's what I said, right? Mm-hmm. And Administrative Assistant for Nursing, Dr. Mackenzie Trango, the Queen of VBC. Richard Radcliffe, Harmony Thompson, Student Senator, and William Stockman from Automotive. So I think it's such a good mix of committee members and great voices, and I'm so pleased to see a student listed there as well. That particular student has a lot of vision, and so that was kind of a perfect fit.
But
So
it was
just
my understanding about at least 60 people or so participated in this. That
Phenomenal.
was just the
core team.
yeah.
Yeah, so just so happy with the collaboration. And I think that if we just support everything that you guys do, we will get to our goals. So thank you for all of your work. Anybody have any questions for Megan?
I do. Megan, in my time here, I've never seen a document like this.
Oh, good.
When Dr. Wall and I talked last week, I told him, I've told the board before, there's two documents I look at here. I'm a business guy, I'm not an educator. The education master plan and the facilities master plan.
They're my favorite too as well.
So I'm in commercial and industrial real estate, so this stuff is really good. I'd like to know as a businessman, because I think we need to go out and I think it's a great time to maybe go look at our next bond offering that we're gonna need to do. And you do that when things are great. You don't do that in an economic downturn. So I'd like to see in the next month or two, what's this gonna cost? I mean, what do we think we can realistically get out of the state? How do we leverage our dollars? And how do we set the table with the community? I think if the community saw this, they go, wow, so we need to get it out there. I mean, the daily press doesn't do very good anymore. I mean, they're hardly even around. But, I think Victor Valley News Group and the media editor, I think this is a great opportunity. I went through this pretty quickly. I will assure you by Saturday night at 5 o'clock, I'll have gone through every page. Because this is really, this is cool.
So cool.
And I don't plan on being around here forever. I'd like to, but I'd like to see us do as much as possible. When you think about the CT building, 100 to 120 million, this was 42 million, this and that. So that gives you an idea. They're wasteful dollars. I believe, like Trustee Terrell here, that the state just wastes money with the prevailing wage, but that's never going to change. But whatever we
And
can
the
do to
cost
spend
has
it,
really
I
increased.
want to spend it as quick as possible. The one thing that kind of sits on my shoulder, looking out all the time, because on the development side, we always look at how you develop properties out. We also know we're going to have a population decrease, and it's a pretty significant one. So how is that, have we taken a look in here? We build all these great buildings, and then 20 years from now, I can hear the public say, well, Brady and those guys are out there spending all that money, and they're no longer living here, and now we have all these empty buildings.
20 years.
But that was actually taken into consideration. So what we did in our internal scan is the 17.5 is a great institutional number. But what we did for the number of bodies on campus is we broke that then into a fall semester number, then broke it down into an on-campus number versus an online number after really looking at where the numbers were falling. And then we looked really into what your utilization was. Where are you underutilizing spaces? Where are you pinched on space? And then how do you forecast that long term? I do think you're going into an EMP planning cycle coming up soon. So some of the recommendations in here, for instance, in health, it's hey, take a look at that because your next planning cycle needs to keep going. So there were a few things that we heard, but chapter 3 is the bridge between your education and your facilities, looking at that
So
forecasting.
CTE, I believe that building can be done with Measure J and our, if we can get the state to fund half of it. And by the way, the state loves CTE,
Yeah, they do.
so I can't even imagine them not giving us that funding. So we still have $80 million worth of bonds to sell, and if we can sell 60 of those over the next, 3 to 4 years, which I think is totally possible because we've sold that much over the last 3 to 4, then we totally would have the money to do that $120 million building down there. However, to Joe's point, and this is really a serious point, and it's one that if the college continues to grow, look, we have grown by 84% in the last 5 years, while with a static population. We're not growing because, and this is what I keep having to say to people, outside of here, everybody's saying, oh, that area's just booming, so that's why you're growing. And I'm like, no, the data does not show that. But what has made the difference? The culture of the campus has shifted to where people know they really are cared for here. And so it's from the existing population. The population has not grown by 84%. The college has grown by 84% because how we treat students, how they feel when they're on campus, how they're treated when they're here, and the facilities making it an attractive place to come. So I think that, I don't think this is overbuilding. I think what will happen if the college was to continue growing, then I think there will be a need for a bond. And I don't think it's too early to start talking about it. But at some point, and I don't know when the right time for that bond would be, but I do think the existing bond, Measure JJ, we will be able to build this, and it's dependent on the state funding, but I believe that we'll get it. And Cambridge West, George Walters, who's one of the principals, is really feeling strong about that. Everybody I'm talking to is like, oh yeah, you won't. If you were trying to build an administration building, no. If you were trying to build an athletic facility, no. But if you're building a CTE building, even just an instruction building might be questionable to them. But you're going CTE, that is the future of community colleges in California. And we are already 40% CTE. And the only way, so that building is just replacing what you're going to get rid of. Right? So
True.
that's the point you need to remember about that. You have to get rid of the buildings to cover the space. They're not going to give you a growth building, right? They're going to give you a replacement building, and that's what they're going to fund. They're not interested in funding a growth thing right now.
So
They're
there's
not even
some-
giving us all of our growth money.
I'd say this on the bond, and I was around when the first bond measure failed, and the group of people that got the bond measure over the line, and they tended to be older senior members of the business community. And I see the demographics, and there's a group of us, we're all about the same age, and in about 5 years, a lot of us will be not in the forefront. So I think while we could take advantage of those people in the next couple of years, I would strongly encourage it. I came here when there were 125,000 people here. There's 600,000 a day, and I've been through all the bond measures of all the schools, and strongly encouraging Barstow. It's not something I think we should wait for. I think we should start thinking about now. And I think as we prepare the community for it, and they see things like this, they so easily accept it. It's not like you have to hard sell it. So I'm pretty adamant about it. So.
Any
And we
other
leave the next board or boards with enough money to grow the
Well,
college
and the
however they
school,
want.
right, the school needs to be solvent.
Build a new basketball facility.
That's a not
Yeah.
from the state,
Joe,
not.
Ms. Hampton?
How about a driving range?
Excellent.
Thank you,
Thank you so
Megan.
much.
Thank you very
all.
much. I'm
And
impressed.
very great outfit. Thank you.
Thank you too.
All right, so this next item, I want to make sure everybody knows that there's two things that we have purchased from Aleutian. One is our Student Information Center, our system,
Oh,
Okay.
it's like, where's that?
Student Information System, which is where we store all the data for the college. We just renewed that contract a couple of board meetings ago, $5 million over the next 5 years. So that's not going away. So we went out instead of a request for a proposal, we went out for an RFQ because we we were asking companies to take a look at Victor Valley and its IT and bring us your imagination to tell us how you think we could do managed services here. So out of that, 8 companies submitted an RFQ. We had a committee on campus, which Eric can tell you, it was made up of a classified, a faculty, I don't know, it was just a few people. And they screened those 8 companies. They interviewed, correct me if I'm wrong, 5 of them?
Correct.
Where they had the 5 come and make presentations. Out of that, then they submitted to me and cabinet 3 finalists. And those finalists were Campus Works, Aleutian, and Pirelli, which to do managed services. All right, that's not the same as the SIS system. So managed services, then Pirelli was chosen, and they are here tonight to present what they are proposing, and it is a voting item. It is something you would need to vote on. It is in 13.5 later in the agenda. So we're very happy to have them, and so Eric, I'll hand it over to you.
All right, nothing to add there. Thank you for that. But I'd like to introduce Jennifer Gums, our National Partnership Executive, and she'll introduce her team for a presentation.
Hello, good evening. Thank you so much for having us here tonight. We're extremely humbled, Dr. Walden, at the opportunity to partner in a different capacity with Victor Valley. We've been on campus for about 15 years, capacity of different projects, so we're very familiar with your systems and your IT teams and whatnot. So being able to expand it, am I talking too quiet?
I'm motioning to the sound
Okay.
guy.
Usually I'm pretty loud, so. But having the ability to really partner in a different capacity in a more strategic manner is something that we're extremely humbled to do. So before I move forward, I'm not going to talk the whole time. It would be boring to hear me, so I will have Lawrence and Glenn speak a little bit throughout the presentation to share what they do for Pirelli, and then talk a little bit deeper on what that partnership does look like. But right now I'm going to dive into who Pirelli is at a very high level, so you are familiar with where we come from, how long we've been here. Next slide, please. Thank you. So Pirelli is exclusive to higher education. We do not support any other verticals in any other industry. We've been in business now for about 23 years, started with Robert Pirelli himself, and has now become a powerhouse of between, and I think that 245 number now is probably a little closer to 260-ish, but that'll be our dedicated employee staff count across the United States. We have supported over 1,000 institutions nationwide, and of that, roughly we've got 400 active clients currently in our managed service capacity of some way, shape, or form. Just in California alone, as you can see, we've partnered successfully over the tenure of our time with 35 different institutions just in California. Next slide. Okay, so we hold different partnerships and certifications with all of the, not just ERP systems, but software and hardware companies that you interface with today within IT. We hold more certifications than any one of our other partners. That would be of, I guess, competitive capacity, if you want to call it that. We are only one of 2 firms that support Ellucian products, and we continue to maintain nationwide the largest colleague practice in the entire industry. We only, not only handle IT, but we do support different areas of the institution as well. When you think about financial aid, enrollment services, and anything that touches that student experience. Next slide, please. And I kind of mentioned this, how we maintain those strategic relationships with the top-tier providers. As you can see, this is just a sample set of the different Workday, Salesforce, Oracle, any of the software or hardware that you do interface with. And the reason that we have these strong partnerships is so that we have the knowledge and background within our teams to seamlessly be able to integrate that within your ERP system, so they are all functioning and speaking to one another in an efficient and effective manner. So we do work very closely with each one of these different providers that you will see. Our consultants are trained specifically in every one of these areas. So you won't have one consultant that knows everything. You'll have specific technology knowledge where, depending on what project we're working on, we will assign that specific subject matter expert to be the one coming in. Next slide. I'm going to turn it over to Lawrence quickly to jump in a little bit about our satisfaction.
Hi, my name's Lawrence Rue. I've been in higher ed for 20-plus years as a CIO or managed CIOs throughout the country. I've been with Forelli for a few years. What I love about Forelli, and I hope y'all will come to love too, is we put the customers first. We are a privately owned company. We have very high net promoter scores. Are you familiar with what those are? They're business measurements of client satisfaction and client renewal. We're up in the 80s, which is companies like Nordstrom's or other companies that are known for a very high customer service. So we want to make sure we're doing the right things and doing them right. We also have a help desk satisfaction rating on a 4.8 of 5. So this is a telephone number people can call and get help, and it's very, very highly rated. People get satisfied, right there at the first call. Next slide, please. We pledge to help institutions recover from cyber attacks. Part of our company culture is giving back to higher ed. We have a 1% program where we give back 1% of our profits to higher ed, and part of that is a cybersecurity program. We have a full cybersecurity practice, and in this, if somebody's in trouble, they don't know what to do, they haven't engaged with somebody, we'll give our services to them to get them back on track. So it's just part of our giving back philosophy for the company. Next slide, please. We do have California experience. We've been here since almost the beginning working with institutions. We've had, like Jen said, we have 35 California institutions we've worked with. Many of our employees live in the state, and some of the employees we would put here will live in the community and in the area. We helped one California school double its graduation rates by improving their software and how they looked at classes students had taken. We're part of all these state affiliations, and like Jen said, we've worked with you guys on several projects over the years. A lot of that before you became an Ellucian Managed Services partner, but we did participate and work with you for many things that we felt were very successful. Next slide, please. And I'm going to turn it over to Glenn Trammell. Glenn's the vice president of our delivery organization, and he's going to go through the model a little bit, and then if you have any questions, we can go through that.
Thank you, Lawrence. Good afternoon. It's Glenn Trammell. Glenn, it's a pleasure to be here. Like Lawrence, I've got 30-plus years of higher ed IT leadership experience and been with Forelli for about 3 years now. And the one thing that I would emphasize with Forelli is the focus on the student experience. And Rob grew up this business over 25 years, starting in a financial aid office, and then being a programmer, grew this business up, trying to figure out how to help the students get the information that they need in a much better, more reliable and efficient manner. And so what we bring to the table is that partnership mentality with a focus on how do we help your students thrive at your institution. We don't want them frustrated that they can't get to the right data at the right time to be able to register for classes, enroll for classes, pay their fees, see what classes are available, see where their degree tracks are, whatever they came to your institution for, whether it's continuing ed, workforce development, all of those types of things. We want the students to be able to have that information readily available in whatever modality they want to use. Some of you might take classes and you might do it old school, right? I remember a Thanksgiving meal with my now graduated daughter who wrote a thesis, her master thesis, on her phone. Don't ask me how that works, but that's the modality that she chose to use. So we try to partner to make sure that students can get to the data in the way that they need. Next slide, please. So in doing that, you have an interesting model that we bring to bear, and we create custom models for all the different schools, right? And so what we bring is that higher ed experience to the table, the IT expertise, the application expertise, the partnership of all those things. And we partner with your existing culture and your existing folks to help them and guide them in perhaps a more proactive and effective manner. And so what we do is we bring all of those, again, we don't have one person that knows everything about everything. And a lot of times IT shops get caught in that quagmire of trying to hire people that would know everything about what's going on their application stack on campus or their hardware stack. And the reality is that those people just don't exist. But we can plug and play and bring in a variety of resources just in time to be able to help you. We'll also put leadership on campus. So this isn't a remote model where somebody picks up the bat line and calls somebody for help. This is a model in which we have people on campus that will be part of the community, that will know what's going on in the community and be able to help lead and guide. And then we surround those people with all of the Forelli resources that we can bring to bear. Next slide, please. So this kind of just outlines what the org structure kind of looks like. Obviously, you all will have an executive that'll be over and in charge of the contract and making sure that the partnership is moving in the right direction and helping Victor Valley move forward. I'll be heavily involved with it, and then we'll have on-site leadership. That executive director will be an on-site leader that will help oversee the IT operations and making sure that the IT operations are fully supporting the student body and that the faculty and staff are getting the resources they need to be able to use technology in a more effective and efficient and secure and reliable way. And then there's a variety of services that are there. We'll also are looking to put in what we call an applications director. So Dr. Walden mentioned your colleague system, your student information system. That's colleague is the brand name of it from Ellucian. That's just one application though. You have a variety of other applications that have to interact with that system in order to do all of the different things that happen on the campus. In addition to that, all of those systems have to be able to talk to the district reporting requirements, to the county reporting requirements, then to the state reporting requirements. And all those MIS systems have to be able to flow data in an effective and efficient way. And so we'll have somebody who will be focused on that application stack, and our plan is to put that person here on campus. And then, like we said, we'll marry that with your existing support resources, and we'll bring training and development to help your existing staff and resources continue to grow and develop and help support the student body. Next slide, please. This just kind of speaks to our methodology and approach. We want to make sure that we get good governance put in place to where decisions about procurement on applications or those kinds of things go through the right governance structure, that the school is well aware and well equipped to be able to make those kinds of decisions. We want to make sure that you have the right reporting and the right data in place so that you can have data-driven decisions and not just gut feel type decisions, so that you can understand what's happening across all of the campus. We'll support, we have experience, as Jen and Lawrence both said, across all of the higher ed platforms that you have in play. We have dedicated teams of people that support all those platforms, and then we have premier type partnerships with all of those players. And so The other big thing that we'll always keep in mind is your information security and making sure that we're doing the right things and that your end users are getting the right training and the right awareness around IT and what kind of security instances can occur, and how not to click on that one link that you don't recognize in that one email that you get that could ultimately open up Pandora's box for you. And so there's a lot of work that we'll do in those regards to help you become, again, more efficient, effective, and secure with your IT systems. Next slide, please. I just kind of spoke to all of this, that again, we want to make sure that we're helping the institution utilize your current investment in your IT infrastructure to maximize it. If you go and you look at studies of how colleges use their existing IT investment, typically it's about 10% of what they've acquired, meaning they bought an application and use about 10% of it. And then they are using lots of other processes, manual processes and those kinds of things. We want to make sure you get the maximum out of your investment. So we're going to work hard to increase that to help your end users understand the features and the functionalities. We'll help look at maybe the redundancy where other applications were purchased because we didn't know how to do it in Colleague, or somebody told me I couldn't do it, or I came from another place and that was what I was comfortable using. We want to make sure that folks are using the tools that you have in the most reliable and efficient way. Next slide. And that's, I guess that comes to an end. So I guess we'll take questions at this time. Any questions or comments that we can address for you?
I got a few questions. First of all, thank you so much for the presentation. Can you hear me okay?
Yep. Yes, sir.
So I just want to talk about what I liked. I liked that you focus on the student experience here, so that's going to really come into play, and that we're going to have people stationed on campus and, you know, for the on-site leadership. But I think my first question was for Ms. Megan. Miss Jennifer, thank you so much, Ms. Jennifer Gumbs. When you say that you're maintaining the largest colleague practice in the country, I just didn't know what that meant or what the significance of that is.
Sure. So our consulting team, so we don't sell hardware or software, we only have a team of people, right? So the individuals that are extremely experienced in certain platforms, for a Colleague itself, we maintain the largest consulting team across the nation.
Gotcha.
Colleague is your student information system.
Yes.
That you use. As what Dr. Walden talked about, you did the renewal with Ellucian. Ellucian is the company. One of their products is Colleague, and that's what your student information system is.
Now the light bulbs turn on. All right, great.
Thank you.
Mr. Trammell, so the next question is for you. So as a person who has had some technical issues that I don't know how to resolve from time to time, I wondered, do you offer a guaranteed response time for your end users?
So the answer to that is yes, depending upon
what the issue is. Okay? So if, for example, if you can't print something, I'm probably not going to have somebody available at 2 in the morning to take care of that printing issue. I probably will wait until the next day, and we'll have people come out and address your printing issue. If, however, at 2 in the morning, you're trying to run a report in Colleague because of state reporting or whatever, and you go to log in and Colleague is not available, it is down, your student information system is down. Hopefully our people are already working on it behind the scenes because everything is already, all of the red flags have gone off. But that would be what we would call a P1 issue. And when you called in with that, we would be responding and answering that as quick as humanly possible. So it depends on the level of priority. There's also going to be things that will be incidents where something is broken and I can't do something. I forgot my password or I need my password reset. You know, we'll work hard to get those so that you can get in the systems and use it. But then there's also what we call requests, nice to haves. Hey, wouldn't it be nice if I could do this? Or wouldn't it be nice if I could do that? Those kinds of things then have to go, would go through a governance structure to try to decipher, hey, what is this nice to have?
how big of an impact is it on the college? How big of an impact, is it something, simple that makes a lot of sense if we could just do it? Or is it something that's much larger and would evolve into a project that would need to go into the governance structure? So I don't mean to dodge your question, but there's levels of what is.
It makes sense.
What
It makes
is going on and what's happening. Our goal is to make sure that you're able to access your systems at all the time, and that you're able to do the things that you need to do to help move the institution forward. Then we'll work our tails off to try to help with the requests and the other things that will come.
Can I say one thing too, Glenn? The other part of that is, yes, we want to have some sort of metrics that everybody in IT is driven by, because we believe in measuring what's wrong. We also believe in knowing what breaks frequently, so you can fix that at the root level. So that's all part of a philosophy we bring to the table and a methodology in IT.
Thank you so much. So you're collecting data. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Any other questions? So, I do have a question. Before we welcome you, I would just like to ask, how seamless will this transition from the current management company to your company be for the students? We've had a lot of hiccups recently, and I say that a little bit flippantly, I'd like to see less effect on the students and the faculty and the population here for us.
So we are planning an overlap with them to see, where projects are and this, that, and the other. I don't know how long that's going to be, if it's 4 weeks or a month. We know colleague well, as Jen alluded to. What will be coming in that first transition period will be identifying the current projects that are in place and what the status is of those projects, and what needs to happen in order to bring those projects to completion on time. If they're already behind schedule, then we'll have to work to see, hey, do we need to apply more resources here to get them going? To your point, we want to make sure, who do I call and those kinds of things. That infrastructure and all of that process is going to stay in place, so the students won't have to learn a new phone number to call or any of those things, that you can still address them. What our hope is that they'll get their answers in a lot more effective and efficient way than perhaps they have been getting them.
Now, I would imagine the former company has an expiration date to their contract.
They do. So it's August the 31st. We tried to get this in front of the board last month, but it was just not.
We had a lot going on. I understand completely.
It wasn't the board's situation. It was just that
Well, we as a
the process
company have a lot going on, right.
the process by which it was all having with the lawyers, their lawyer, our lawyer, that kind of stuff.
Understandable.
So if we get this through tonight, they have until August 31st, because August 31st, then Aleutian steps away on the managed services side.
Right, so let's say we put this through tonight. Are you here tomorrow? Is that the goal? What's the goal? Because I'd
August
like,
1st.
4 months and
August
4
1st.
weeks and 1 month is interchangeable, right? It's the same thing, so.
Are you staying over tonight?
No, but I'll leave my cell
see where
phone
she's
number
going
if you
with
need
this.
something.
Well,
August 1st, we plan on bringing, what we do when we start up is we bring what we call transition people to campus. They won't be the permanent people
That's
that
fine.
ultimately we put on campus. We bring the transition people in because they're trained at how to get into peeling this onion back really quick, and they help us really line out the 30, 60, 90-day plan.
Implementation team.
And,
as it were. Okay,
right,
got it.
and so they will be here on August 1st if everything, goes accordingly.
Okay.
The
So
good
then we
news
have till
also, though,
August
is,
31st with the overlap,
right,
essentially.
the
So
good
it's
news
1 month.
also, though, is that we do have that premier partnership with Aleutian. So we have the inside track to get to the developers of Colleague if we have to get to the developers of Colleague, so.
Okay, and my friend Steve has a question?
Yeah, obviously we're making a change because we're not happy with the current system. So what happens 6 months from now? We're not happy with you.
I mean, we have a contract.
Are we locked into a contract? Is there a performance guarantee? Is there an escape clause?
So
What do we have?
there is it's a limited satisfaction guarantee warranty in the contract. So limited in the sense that we just can't be ridiculous about saying, oh, we're not happy. It's about a concerted effort to solve issues, and if over time we're not able to reach a resolution, then there is a money back guarantee, and that would be measured on whatever it is that they could not perform on. However, in this contract, unlike our previous contracts, which there was no out without about a $750,000 cost, this has a 90-day out, which I was telling you in managed services, that's laughable because you could not get rid of somebody in 90 days and replace somebody and have them here in time to transition. So, but that
Well,
is on the
hopefully we
college
don't have
side.
that issue, and hopefully you guys
No,
perform.
but you were asking those questions, so that's,
Yeah.
we do have an out on this one. Our normal contracts, we have a 30-day out, but this is a little bit more complicated. So anyway, there is that limited, and it's actually in the contract, and it does say that. There's no kind of little, I've read every single word of the contract myself. I might have been part of the holdup because I wanted something that I could sign that I could
Tangible.
feel good about, because this is the future.
That's okay.
Was that there's no fine print that says, oh yeah, we're not like a car wash, right? Even though they would be responsible if they damage your car, they say they're not. Pirelli did not do that in this contract. So their lawyers and our lawyer came together really well, and we got there, didn't we?
Yes, sir. The other thing that I would add to that is that we'll be in constant communication. I'll be in constant communication with.
That was my
with-
next question.
With a dedicated person, if probably Eric. And so he and I will be in constant communication about, hey, how are things going, this, that, and the other. I will physically be out here on a somewhat regular basis, on a monthly basis. I may make that around this meeting, the board meeting, if you're meeting on the second Tuesday of every
That's
month.
the one.
Every month. Kind of thing, and so
Welcome.
as long as you would have me come into the room, I'm happy to join and attend when I can. But we'll have regular communications.
Yeah, and I know we seem spicy, but we've been, we're just cautiously optimistic. That's what's going on right now. So I do have
understand.
another question regarding current IT staff, how that looks, what that, we're very community-minded, community-based. VVC is a family, and I know that's super cheesy and cringe, but it's true. And I'm the mama bear, so I need to know what is going on with the staff, please.
So with the staff,
Actually,
the staff are all in the CSCA, and there's no change there that exists. One of the difference is tonight, I believe it's on Monica tonight, is that correct? The job description.
I thought I
So
saw
what we
that.
decided to do was hire a person, so there will be help me, Eric.
Sorry,
I know I was
put you
the
on the
one that
spot.
forced this
No,
title on
so
you.
thank you, Dr. Walden. We're hiring our own VVC manager in IT. So the difference now
IT
is
manager, okay, great.
management is all Lucian, so we're calling it
Right.
the Director of Technical Operations.
Beautiful.
Be a VVC employee here in the department, our employee working alongside Pirelli.
Okay, I like that.
so I was going to ask almost the same question. It's very similar. People get nervous, employees get nervous when one's going out and one's coming in. So assurances then, Dan, it sounded like it, but assurances that our employees on campus, it's not going to affect them.
They played a major role in making the decision.
The decision. Okay, great. I like that too.
That's even better then. So, and,
Yeah,
and apologies as well. I think you're aware we had when we transitioned to the colleague SaaS in the cloud, we
Base
were
system,
we
yeah.
were promised that it was gonna be like turning on a light switch and it was going to be great. and
Manna
it was
from heaven.
a complete train wreck that I think is still not completely
No,
It's
but
much
it-
better. It's much better.
100%. It's much better, but it was a real nightmare. So much like trying to talk with Ms. Tarpley about solar.
Anything at all. I'm a nightmare.
Like, don't bring up solar. Don't say solar to Jennifer.
You can say solar. I love solar.
It's,
I don't like talking about solar ad nauseum.
I don't know, Steve. What do you think? Right. So there's just a little apprehension there, but I speak for myself. We're looking forward to working with you. I'm familiar with your company. Looked up the satisfaction ratings. They're probably the best in the business. And I noted the money back guarantee that I thought was pretty shocking in today's day and age. And as an attorney, that you put right in writing, hey, if you're not happy, we'll give you back your money. And so I thought that was very surprising and reassuring. I mean, it says that you've got the confidence that you're going to get it done and that we're going to be happy. So looking forward to a long relationship.
Yes, thank you for that. And I wanted to just add to that is why exactly we give that money back guarantee is because of the trust and faith we have in the consultants that we do hire here. We have a very strict hiring regimen, and they are required to maintain 40 hours of professional development every year to keep up, and that is on top of any certification they have to keep up for the software and hardware that they support. And so if something is not going right, we will certainly step in, and Glenn will work to either, if it's cultural conflict, we may have to replace that person, but we work with you on that if that does arise.
Beautiful. Thank you for
Perfect.
answering my questions. Any other questions, guys and gals?
Good job.
Thank you,
Thank you.
guys. All right, so our next topic, and Eric, maybe you can start by
Absolutely.
just telling them why we even need to talk about this.
Sure. So in our planning, in our facilities master plan, one of the things we talked about was security cameras on campus. We have cameras sporadically through campus, older cameras, and what we call them is reactive cameras. So when the event happens, so for example, on one of our offsite locations, we had a break-in, and so an employee discovered the break-in. We could go back in the camera, and we could identify the person, work with the police. What we were really looking at is a proactive approach to cameras. So cameras now, and I'll introduce our two folks here in a second. Cameras now can be proactive. They can do virtual fences. They can identify weapons. They can add a layer of security with AI and other tools that help protect the safety and security of our students, our faculty, and our staff. So it's a project that we've been talking about at Victor Valley College for a good time. And so I'd like to introduce the two folks who are going to come up here. And you'll see the contract later in the board agenda. Just know that that's a 10-year contract, a one-time cost for a 10-year contract. Those cameras are 10-year warranty, 10-year service, and so it's a one-time price for over 10 years. The other big thing, and I'm going to steal their thunder in a second, but one of the big things is if an event happens, we have to go to a place now. We have to go to the police station, and we have to look at a dedicated computer. Now, with this system, our police officers, if they get an alert, which they will, they can see it on their phone. And if you think about dangerous situations that might happen on campus, it just provides overall security. So I'm going to introduce Joseph Rebello. He's from Verkada. That's the manufacturer of the company. And then Scott Schiffer, he is from Vector USA. Vector is the installer. Vector's been on our campus helping with support many projects. So I'll go ahead and hand it over to Joseph and Scott.
Thank you for having us. Can we start with the next slide? Great. So my name is Joe Rebello. As mentioned, I'm with Verkada. I'm our sales director here in California. And Scott?
Scott Schiffer. I'm the account executive for Vector USA.
Next slide. So what is Verkada? We are a physical security company building different devices in-house never through acquisition, but really just by sitting back, seeing where there's a market need and how we can help really complement and create an entire platform of different security devices. Next slide. You can go ahead and click this a couple of times because there's a lot of arrows, but the vision of our founder was when you walk into a building, you see a lot of dated technology. So when I'm in here, you're gonna see a camera. We've probably got some sensors for either fire or alarms. You've got motion sensors. All of these devices are siloed systems. So what we wanted to do, and our very first product was, let's create a camera that's really easy to install and doesn't have all the back-end hardware that's necessary to operate it, or what we call points of failures. So servers and storage. So from that idea, we had a lot of success. Our customers were really happy. And we thought, what's the next product we can build in-house from the ground up? Not by grabbing people from the same industry that had the same ideas, but we wanted to take the best and brightest who solved problems that had never been solved before. So from that point, we created access control. Why not have visual context of when someone swipes a badge? Because what happens if one of your badges is taken? And then it gets used. Now you want to know who that culprit is. So being able to automatically tie that data just seems like a no-brainer, but it's not very simple to do. When you think of alarms, you're going to have motion sensors everywhere. A motion sensor goes off and you have your security look saying a motion sensor went off in building 1. You have no idea what that is. That could be a dog, that could actually be a transient or a violent person. But with cameras giving that video context, you actually can see and respond in the appropriate manner, protecting, your sworn officers, your faculty, and your students all at the same time. So what we're really trying to do is build a system of different devices to work together and complement each other. Next slide. Great, and as I mentioned, we're a hybrid cloud system. Why does that benefit you? There is less hardware for you and your team to manage, to replace at year 3 when the warranty goes out, or year 5, or whenever really just the system fails, which is unpredictable cost for you. As mentioned previously, our devices have a 10-year hardware warranty. Our fulfillment center is in Ontario, California. If you claim warranty, it might get here the same exact day. Next slide. We play really nice with a lot of other systems. We were known to be proprietary. That changed a couple of years ago. As you can see, these are a lot of the major players that are out there, because while we're talking about cameras today, we're a platform. You guys are growing and building and have these grand visions and have a lot more student population coming here with growth of 10%. We want to scale with you. And how we do that is by looking to see where you have gaps in your security and seeing how we could help get you where you want to be. And that can be with access control, with alarms, just creating this one actual platform to protect students and faculty alike. Next slide. So this right here is just our suite of products. This might make sense to some of you, but if we go to the next slide, I can tell you how we complement, or how each device complements the next. So we talked about cameras and access control. Let's get the visual context of when badge swipes are happening or when there's tailgating happening. If a panic button is hit, that should obviously lock down some of your classrooms or specific buildings. If you hit it once, if you hit it 3 times. So those buttons, those different devices should be working together, yet in most markets, you're going to have different manufacturers for all this. That means someone needs to integrate them together, and as soon as you make a change to one system, it breaks the other system. So that's just constantly a cost. When you think about our cameras with talk-down speakers, obviously you have your own security team here, but with AI nowadays, if you've deemed that someone's in a geofence of an area that they should not be, because they can harm themselves, they don't know what's there on the other side of the fence. We can talk down to our speaker using an AI voice saying, not just, hey, please leave the premises, but hey, you in the Nike red shirt, we see you, we've already dispatched enforcement. And it sounds like a real life human being, because we're trying to use AI to be a little bit more proactive in the moment. Next slide. So we already kind of talked about some of the main things. If I'm gonna really pick one, it's our 24/7 support. You can call, you can email. I strongly consider you to do chat. We've got full-time engineers in 3 different time zones. It truly is 24/7. These are full-time employees. They are real engineers. If we speak to someone on IT who can troubleshoot on the back end, I can almost guarantee we can resolve that issue within 20 minutes. If not, we're overnighting you a camera. And that's just how our product service is. Someone mentioned NPS score. We have a 33. The next closest person is 2, and then it goes into negative numbers. We truly do believe about our customer satisfaction, and we really invest into it. A 24/7 support center is a cost center. There really isn't a tangible way to say this is an ROI, except by people being happy, our customers being happy. Next slide. Which shows our list of customers. We have never lost, out of my colleges that I've worked, which is 10,000 students or more, we have never lost a college. We've been working with as early as Miracosta College, Pasadena City College, Chaffey College here with Vector USA. All very happy colleges, happy customers. And what typically happens is you start with one product and then you go to the next. Why? Because they all work together. They all complement each other. Next slide. And our commitment to you is that we're always going to improve. Nowadays, when you want your system to get better, that's probably a new fee, a new cost, or you have to buy new hardware. That is not the Verkada model. What we do is we push out updates. We manage the firmware for you. So as you can see, Pasadena City College in 2022 didn't have occupancy trends. They now use it for their library. It's just an update, a feature that gets pushed out to keep your system a little bit more modern. That way you're not always thinking, do I need something new? Or people complaining, it's like, I really want this feature. We did things like volunteer management on our visitor management system. That is normally a cost on most devices. For us, it was an update. What we want to do is keep our system modern, keep you happy, because then that means we're providing you the best solution. That means you're going to come to us with your issues, and we're going to build a solution if we haven't already. Next slide.
Good evening. So, Vector USA, we've been supporting Victor Valley College since 2011. We, around campus, worked on AV projects.
Step a
cabling
little bit
projects.
closer to the mic.
AV projects, surveillance projects, structured network infrastructure, et cetera. I've been supporting you for about 5 years. I've worked with your IT team, with your AV teams, et cetera. We are a Verkada Diamond partner, which is a top-level partner. In the Inland Empire, I support about 14 customers that currently have deployed Verkada, and they're all willing to offer references if you guys want to speak to them. About 4 or 5 months ago, Dr. Vierman, your IT team, and your police department contacted us, brought up some issues that they were having with the existing infrastructure and security system. We had a couple meetings. We identified some problems. Some of the concerns were student safety, staff safety, product break-ins, et cetera. We conducted a walk of your main campus as well as your 3 remote sites. We identified some areas where you have existing cameras. You had about 77 existing cameras, and then some holes in the security. We went ahead and put together a design, and that's what we're going to be voting on later on tonight. So in total, we have 77 existing cameras will be put into Verkada Command. That'll let you keep your existing structure in place. And then we're going to add about 236 new Verkada cameras across the main campus and the 3 remote sites. Vector will assign a project manager to manage the project and work closely with Victor Valley College personnel. This will be run out of our Rancho Cucamonga office, and we anticipate it being about a 4-month project.
So you're able to use our existing outdated cameras?
Correct. So
Question
you
mark?
have, well, the vast majority of them, yes. We identified a couple that had to be replaced, but you had about 77 that we can ingest. So Verkada has, it's called the Verkada Command Connector. So we will take the streams of those cameras, ingest them into the command connectors, and that'll allow you to utilize the AI on your existing cameras, just as you would almost all AI features, as you would a new Verkada camera.
What are the not included? Like you said, almost all.
There was 2 or 3 like really old.
But you're replacing those.
Yeah, exactly. We're
Okay.
replacing them. They're being replaced with new.
Like, we
So
won't
you've
keep any
got
cameras that aren't
76
included.
current ones, you're replacing 3. Why aren't you replacing the 76 and adding new ones?
Because it
Why
sounds
aren't we-
like they get to like upgrade them a little bit or put a little dongle on it.
Eric can answer that.
Okay.
Yeah, so with, we worked at Verkada in a different district, we had to replace all cameras because it was proprietary. But as Joe mentioned, we can use the cameras that we have, the 77 that are still good cameras, put, I don't know the technical word, puts a piece of hardware on those cameras, and they become about 85% of what the current Verkada camera is. So it's a cost-saving measure to use our 77, as well as 230 Verkada cameras on campus. So it saves us quite a bit of money to use our current, that they've identified that we can use and can hook up to the Verkada system. Then those cameras now become part of the platform where the officers can look at those cameras, do the AI, virtual fences, all those things. So that's why we
What's
use
the
those.
15% though that isn't part of it? Like the AI part, what isn't? Like they can't say you in the red Nike shirt, that kind of
No,
thing?
you
or-
definitely still can
Oh,
do
okay.
that. A lot of the common features, occupancy trends is one of them. That's one of our edge analytics that's done actually at the edge, not in the cloud. So if we really need to discuss, if you were interested in occupancy trends,
I don't
that
even
can
know
be
what that
part.
is.
Occupancy
What's
trends is
occupancy
to know
trends?
how many people are coming in and outside
Oh,
of
okay,
one of your
okay.
buildings. So if
That's
that's
not our
one of
department.
the issues, then we can obviously put a Verkada camera there and switch it, yeah.
We digress to the
No, I'm-
expert.
I'm a huge believer in cameras. You know, I think that, you see
I'm
people,
shocked.
walk into a bank, look at the camera, and they still shoot somebody, but at least you know who they are. So.
They can use so many.
Well, being the maintenance guy that I am, I've got a couple of questions. We occasionally have a breeze out here and occasionally have some mist that could cause cloudiness on the cameras. Who cleans them? Is that going to be responsibility for the college, maintenance and operations, or what's going to happen with that?
Yeah, so that would be part of our maintenance team to do a biannual cleaning of the cameras, a quick wipe down.
And then if they need to be replaced, is that going to be maintenance and operations as well?
No, so that'd be Vector. Vector would come in and replace the camera.
All right, what's the lead time on that?
Overnight, they're in Ontario, they're fulfillment centers, so many times we can get them overnight, same day sometimes. So
Now,
they're
not to
real
pick
close.
on my IT folks, but say the IT goes down, we're a hybrid cloud. What happens if that happens? What do we have for a backup to have access? We don't have any AI if the IT goes down. What do we do then?
Well, the cameras will continue to record because they're recording at the edge if your IT goes down, as long as it's receiving power and it receives its power through.
Well, we occasionally have power bumps. This is California. We don't have a reliable power grid.
Yeah.
So what happens when the power goes down?
If your IT rooms have UPS power backups, then they would run off of that
Eric,
until power's
Do
restored.
we have backups?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
All right.
Jared's nodding yes.
Yes, we have it.
That's really, no, that's a great question, Steve.
I mean, that's a big issue, right? If we have everything cloud-based and something goes down.
Well, Jared,
That would
Jared
be-
just answered it for you. We have
That
it.
would be any camera
20-minute,
solution.
30-minute? Okay.
Your existing camera solution is the same. They're all PoE IP based, and if the power goes down, the camera goes down.
And our new IT group will keep them from being cyber hacked.
So the new cameras, they're running off of our Wi-Fi or off of our internet, or do they communicate with their own signal directly independently of our internet system?
They're plugged into your network switches
Okay,
and run off of your internet pipe.
got it, okay.
And how does that affect the overall bandwidth? Okay.
Are they better than Wise cameras?
I mean, they're gonna say yes.
He's not saying.
Yes, they,
Yeah, they ordered them
yes,
on
they are
Amazon.
better.
Just on a side note, you do
Harbor
these in,
Freight.
let's say, master plan communities, residential communities? Do you guys?
We do these not as much in residential communities, unless you're kind of like in Malibu. We really suggest is getting a Ring doorbell. That's the residential solution. But we do have plans to have our own residential arm in about 2 years, but we're really focused on the enterprise system out there because we didn't really see developments over the last 7 years, and that's what we've been focused on.
I need
wasn't
to,
referring to the-
I need to get your business card for another aspect.
I live in a community that has cameras. We have 4,200 lots. It's right behind us. And we have cameras on poles. That's what I was talking about, not not doorbells.
HOA, very, very common, yes. I thought you meant for your personal
No,
house.
absolutely not.
Got it,
Absolutely.
Any other questions? You
Eric,
guys-
I'm gonna ask you for the presentation.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, we'll get all of them, I'm sure.
Yep.
Get this.
Thank you. What a bunch of artists. Do you agree? Yeah.
Well, tonight's been an
We're
expensive
going
night.
to take a 10-minute technology break. Yep. Oh.
These bags like us specific? Yeah, it's got your name on it.
I think the content.
Like your sweatshirt.
Did you get one?
Oh, yeah, I guess they probably put some thought into it. People tend to think that because I'm short, I'm also skinny, and I always get.
Oh, I hate it.
Big fatty part of it.
I'm self-conscious about the
Like, bring your snack. Superintendent's report. Go ahead and start while they're walking.
Are we there?
Yeah. Right, the vector and the vercata was the last.
Oh, wait, let me get,
So now it's
okay,
yeah.
yes. Am I deja vu?
Who are you?
Facilities.
So facilities update, we just have one item, and I'd like to introduce our new Director of Facilities, Martin Morozowski. Somewhere, come on up. Martin's been with us for a couple weeks, and we couldn't be more excited with all the work we have going on. And as you know, Mr. Davis is going to be leaving us in December. So Martin's got big shoes to fill, but I know he can do it. So.
I'd like to say thank you for taking the opportunity to let me speak today. I'm really excited to be here. I'm excited to bring my energy and my past experience from my last community college districts that I've worked at. One of the greatest things that's kind of funny is the Vercata system at Rio Hondo. That was me at my last district. I mean, one of my districts that I had to evaluate it, install it. So I do have familiar with that. I'm looking forward to Building 30 and the CDT. Looking forward for all that great opportunity. I've worked with SGH before on other opportunities down when I was at Mount San Jacinto Community College District. Just a brief background on my construction work. I built the Temecula campus down there. I built the stadium down there, the new 2 science buildings, a bunch of tenant work down there. Rio Hondo, I built a new administration building, so well familiar with DSA and all the process that happens. And then to boot, it's nice to work with Cambridge West. Again, I worked with Megan before in other projects. She's fantastic. So you guys have some great people here at the district, and you guys are in good hands. So.
How are you with solar?
I'm
Sorry,
already
I
working
couldn't
on it.
resist.
Don't answer that.
Yeah.
If I just say one thing, welcome. You know, our campus is looking better all the time. One thing that Dr. Wall and I agreed is we want this to look like a Marriott at all times for our students. I think clean campus and a beautiful campus makes people feel really good.
Correct. So. And also the well taken care for, right? So it's the optics, right? So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, why do people feel good if they're at a Rick Caruso mall versus the Westchester Mall that's been vandalized? Because
100%.
they feel good about themselves.
Correct.
So that's a big thing with
Curb appeal is always, and also having standardization across campus, right? So it makes it easy to
it
find.
makes our students feel better. And
Yeah,
if they feel better, they're going to do better.
And that actually goes back into the staff and students too. I mean, not just the students, it's the employees too, right? So those hygiene factors.
One of the things that made me hire this guy is I called my president friends where he's worked and wanted to know would they hire him again. And every one of them said absolutely they'd hire him again. So we decided to hire him.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome. We're happy to have you.
Oh, foundation.
Good evening, trustees and Superintendent President Dr. Walden, and congratulations, Melissa, on your appointment. Just waiting for my PowerPoint to get queued up. There we go. Thank you. I don't see the clicker, so next slide, please. I wanted to give you an update on our scholarship ceremony. It was a fantastic event. We had a couple of our trustees that were able to attend, so thank you to Trustee Brady and Trustee Terrell, who not only attended but are also donors to our scholarship ceremony. And we were able to provide 386 students with a total of $268,050.
Yes.
Since my time with the foundation, that is the most number of students and the highest number of awards given out, and we only plan to increase that every year. And I do also want to let you know that you see other numbers reported out when we say we give out close to $1 million. We do, because we get outside scholarships. So the foundation facilitates this $268,000 through the funds we raised, but we receive another about $800,000 in outside scholarship that our office facilitates and gets to the students. Next slide, please. It's one of pictures of donors, and it was just really a great event. And Dr. Walden, thank you for speaking and with your opening remarks as well at that event. Next slide. The foundation received 4 different grants that I'd like to share with you. We received $8,000. That was the emergency assistance for fresh success students. It helped offset the food insecurity caused by the SNAP reductions. $34,500 came from the Arthur Root Foundation to support our CNA students. Our $15,000 came from the Metallica Scholars Initiative. This is year 5. As you may recall, we were one of only 9 community colleges that received the Metallica Scholarship 5 years ago. And then we received $1.2 million for the Victor Valley Adult Educational Regional Consortium. And you can see that's where we'll expand English language learner healthcare career pathways across our high desert, supporting dental assisting, medical assisting, pharmacy tech, phlebotomy, and community health worker programs. And it's going to create a seamless pathway from adult education into VVC healthcare training and employment. And we have both Apple Valley School Districts and Hesperia School District who have partnered with us on this grant. That is my report. Are there any questions?
Just a comment, Kirsten. You've got a problem in that room is packed. I don't know what I don't know now what you're going to do.
I know.
Because the room was absolutely packed. There was no room to move.
I mean, the drive-through
Every
scholarship
seat
was fun.
full.
Right.
No, I mean it was really cool to see it.
We need a bigger event center. I hate to say it. It's so I need a bigger event center.
Pinkerton and I lost that argument in Dr. Wagner's office one day. We wanted this a lot bigger, but neither here nor there.
Yeah.
And I just want to acknowledge a man he's passed away. He was 100 years old when he died, and that's Arthur Roop. I actually worked for Arthur Roop, and he was he would send you a formal letter by U.S. mail, and he would call you by Mr. Brady. It's so nice to talk to you today. And this is Arthur Roop. He's out of Santa Barbara. Just a really good guy. So I think it's really cool that there's a connection here.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
And for the very first time, President Pulaski.
Yay, my turn again. Well, when it comes to the ASB goals, first off, I would like to start out by speaking on behalf of my ASB. Like you guys said, we have such an amazing group this year, and I, for one, am excited for what we're going to be able to do. We also want to thank Robert Sewell for such an amazing retreat. We'd love to thank each and every one of you, Board of Trustees, for coming up, spending time with us, teaching us some great things, great conversations, and just a lot of you guys are hilarious, I'm going to be honest. We would also like to thank the President's Office, the President's Council, the VVC alumni, faculty, guests, VVC employees, and our drivers. We'd also like to thank Tim Isbell, Andrew Caravella, and Angie Perdomo. Without them, I mean, yes, they are ASB, seriously. And then we'd also just say, we honestly don't think we could have done as good at the retreat if it wasn't for all of you guys there, everyone helping out, everyone pitching in and everything. So honestly, we want to just thank you for the support you guys gave us to help us grow and bond, and for the support you continue to give us throughout the year. And I'm just so excited to get going. Yay.
All right, so I do have a comment. Deanne Fulton, come forward.
Oh.
You're
This should
getting
be
called
good.
into the principal's office.
in public.
She does not know about
Brandon, I
this.
spent a ton of the time there when I was in school.
So just go stand behind the podium
I had
there.
my own entrance.
So Deanne is a former ASB president, student trustee. She has about 45 degrees from Victor Valley College.
The most.
We have had a hard time getting her out of here. But she is now at ASU. She's already, I think, got 7 units and is now going full-time. And she got scholarships from ASU to pay her full next 3 years
Woo.
for her BA.
Sorry, that was loud.
So tell them what your major is and what you're going to do.
My major is studio arts, and I hope to get my master's in art and come back and teach art here.
Woo.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're so proud of you.
That concludes my report.
I'm gonna cry. Okay, reports. Academic Senate.
Not here.
AFT part-time.
Not here.
CSEA.
Not here.
CTA.
Not here.
Management.
Nothing.
You guys are welcome. Consent agenda, public comment related to consent agenda, anything? I didn't have anything on my desk, so
Motion.
I assume. I got a motion
Second.
from Terrell, oh my gosh.
Just call me Steve.
Steve, and a second from Joseph. Student advisory. First one, and I didn't forget. Now, we're going to be very gracious with our presidential team while they work through our diligent software. Maybe you guys can call them, Pirelli.
Please. If y'all can fix this, you've done something.
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
We got nothing.
Wow. Well, at least it happens in front of Ferrelli.
I don't think Pirelli could do anything about this
Ooh,
because
you
it's
gotta
a,
hit
it's
the
a
show
web-based,
You have to hit show
Hit
voting.
the show voting.
Let's
it's outside
try
of our
it.
system.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Wow.
That's new from last
Get
month.
out
Up on
full
top
screen.
right-hand corner.
Got it.
Get out of
So
full
go
screen.
ahead, voting is open if you hit show voting.
Yeah.
Well, that makes it worse.
Thank you for being the last one because I was able to change mine.
That makes it worse.
You were
No,
experimenting
no.
again? Oh, okay.
No, last month I did.
All right, so motion carries on the consent. We got that, and it's showing. Good job, girls. Moving on to the action agenda item, any public relations, or public, oh my gosh. Public comments related to the action agenda item? I don't
No.
have anything, okay. Separate approval of.
Nothing.
Okay, perfect. So, the nepotism policy?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. So that's motion by Brady, second by Terrell. Student advisory. Girlfriend, speak up.
I have to hit the button motion.
Thank you, love. So do I have, oh, no, it popped up. Okay. This
Yeah,
is
only if
good.
you put it
Motion-
back to hide.
Then it will go away?
Yeah.
Okay. So voting is open?
No, I had to get exit out of the full screen.
Mine, it did automatically. I didn't exit.
Yeah, so
I was in full screen.
You were in full screen,
Motion
okay.
carries.
So motion carries. Employment agreement, Associate Vice President, Research Planning and Institutional Effectiveness. Can I get a motion? Motion by
Second.
Brady, second by Terrell.
Oh, I have to read something.
Oh, yeah,
Yes, you do.
Oh, my God, where is that thing? I hate that rule.
I just leave the window open.
You
the
want me to
next one
say
pops
the
up.
number? 12,
Twelve-
hold on.
12.1.
12.1.
Which makes it hard, Brandon, because it's
All
right in the
right.
center. Remember, we were trying to get it so that we could move it.
He has to read something.
So, employment agreement for Associate Vice President, Research Planning and Institutional Effectiveness, Donna Sohan, which we know as Elizabeth Balint. So I don't know, I'll have to figure out what that's about. Elizabeth, if you're listening, explain this to me someday. Anyway, I think she is listening. She's from Tahoe. She told me she was going to listen. Oral script, I don't need to read that. In accordance with Government Code Section 54953D SB 707, prior to the board's consideration of this item, the district is providing the required public summary of the recommended compensation for the employment agreement for the Associate Vice President, Research Planning and Institutional Effectiveness. It is recommended that Donna Sohan be issued an employment agreement effective August 17th, 2026, and be placed on the Executive Administration Cabinet level salary schedule at range 1, step F, with a monthly salary of $16,632. In addition to salary, the following compensation is recommended: a monthly stipend of $400 for use of personal cell phone and personal vehicle in lieu of mileage reimbursement for in-district travel, a monthly doctoral stipend of $250. In addition to such compensation, the following benefits will be provided consistent with those available to other administrators of the district: district-paid medical insurance, as well as dental and vision coverage for the employee and eligible dependents, district-paid life insurance policy in the amount of $100,000, participation in the California Public Employment Retirement System or California State Teacher Retirement System, 20 paid holidays per year, 22 vacation days per year with a maximum accrual of 44 days, 12 sick leave days per year. That's it. Is it? Yes, that's it.
Okay, and we're having technical difficulties. Mine's still showing 11-2 as voting in progress.
Yeah,
just
so
so
is
that
mine.
you're aware.
Mine too.
That's fine. Whatever you ladies need, just tell us. It's fine. You're fine.
Mine actually shows motion carried.
Does it say 11-2?
Yeah.
We're on 12-1.
Yeah, but until
Mine says in progress though,
12-1?
Tell the computer
for
you're
11-2.
throw it away.
Was it really?
I'll click. Oh, we have a motion for 12-1. We had it. It's Brady. Second is Terrell. Student advisory
Motion.
is a yes. You want a verbal or?
No, it can't.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's just like glitching or something. So if you hit show voting, it's open. And motion carries. That's displaying right away on our end and on that end. Perfect.
All right, so Elizabeth, hopefully you're listening. Congratulations. I know you're not planning to be here till August 17th. So I guess you'll meet the board at the September board meeting, but congratulations, and we welcome you to Victor Valley College and are excited about you coming.
Welcome.
So, thank you.
13-1 agreement amendment 1A with ICR staffing services.
Motion.
Motion by Terrell.
Second.
Second by Wood. Student advisory.
Yes.
Thank you.
What's that?
13-1 just showed up for me, so if you say show voting, voting is open. It shows motion carries on mine, but not on. On mine, it says abstain. Oh, it just went away.
Yeah, it just switched.
That's weird. It's okay. We're gonna breathe through it.
No, I didn't.
Joe, did you change your vote?
No, I voted one time.
What was your
Did you
vote
abstain?
intent?
I voted abstain.
So
It changed yours
switched
to
it.
yes.
Changed it to
Is
a
it
yes
popped up
just
yet?
now.
Sounds like how they voted in Georgia.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Is that how they do it in Georgia? For
Yes,
Arizona?
that's
Maricopa
showing
County?
correctly.
There it
And
is.
that's showing correctly.
There, it's
Okay.
Only in America
Four
can you do
yea,
it.
one abstain.
Moving on to 13-2 agreement, CMAS Open Group PVC classroom furniture for Building 54. Can I get a motion by
Second.
Brady, second by Terrell? Uh-huh. No.
Yeah.
No.
13.2 on the agenda is CMAS Open Group.
Open.
Well, you need to read the one on the projector. 13.2 is Vector USA Camera Project.
Oh, really?
No, on the camera it says agreement CMAS Open Group 13.2.
Oh, why is it different here?
It's not.
Mine's not.
13.2 says open group.
Yeah.
Is it possible because Stephanie had to add the 12.1 since it wasn't appearing on her end that it might be causing maybe it being off now? Because
She had to add 13.1 for
she
what?
had to add 12.1. It wasn't appearing on her end, so she had to manually add the vote for it.
So let's kind of get a poll of how many people it's showing correctly and
Mine's correct.
So what are we voting on,
13.2.
Stephanie?
It should be
13.2.
13.2 Open
Okay,
Group.
Yeah.
so you need to listen, Stephanie, so you guys scroll to the vector, and you need to vote on that,
It's
Vector's
13.3.
13.3 is vector.
because that's what she's got on her, right now.
mine shows.
So you and I are on sync, right? But the board is off.
Well, and the screen that's showing is 13.2, right?
So you're voting on the vector camera project of 1 million, it's basically $1.5 million that you saw, so.
What happened to 13.2?
Which was what?
It should be the open
Open.
group for the furniture
That's
for
what we
building
all have.
54.
We all have 13.2. We have.
Well, except for the one that matters the most, which is Stephanie.
Yeah, I thought because they have admin access.
And we don't.
So that might be why they're seeing it a little differently than you guys are seeing it, because she had to.
Sounds like what
you don't
they
have a
do in
13.2?
Washington every day.
I do, but it is the vector.
Gotcha.
But then,
Vector for us is 13.3.
okay, so 13.3 is vectored as well.
13.4.
So what happened to the open? It's gone.
So opens 13.2.
For us, but for the admins, it's not there. So we just need to pause for a moment to let them figure it out.
All right.
So just to tell you, this is not a Forelli thing. It's not a Lucian thing. This is
We
a
weren't
dili-
looking at you out there going,
It's
oh,
a
yeah,
diligent thing, and we
No,
know
this
it, and
is-
I can
Guaranteed
look up their phone
performance
number
contract?
online.
Diligent is an off-site. This is
It's
web-based.
fine. We absolutely understand.
So they're the new company that
That bought board docs.
nobody wanted.
But if y'all can fix it, that'd be great.
Yeah.
This is month 2 of this.
Right, but I
Well,
have
we-
a,
Tell me what you're doing.
If we can go ahead and we'll continue with the vector,
so skip 13.2.
and then I will add it at the end.
Okay.
So you want to do, are they voting on 13.3? Because that's theirs.
No, we're
Well, I
voting
don't
on
have a
13.2.
motion on the floor yet, so I need
I know, but where is it on their computer?
13.3.
13.3.
And then 13.4, you have vector?
Is the Vector USA camera project, so it'd be that one that you're voting on currently.
And
So-
then 13.4 is vector as well, correct? Okay, I just want to make sure we're still, okay, so it just deleted 13.2 at this moment.
So let's circle it and we'll come back.
Yep, got it.
So motion.
If we use Vector's name enough, it'll become a household name out here.
Second.
So 13.3, we have a motion from Brady, a second from Terrell. May I get a
Actually, it
second?
was a motion from Wood.
Oh, my gosh.
My name's Dr. Wood.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it to you. Wood. And a second by Terrell. Student advisory.
Yes.
Okay, and that is open for
13.3.
voting as 13.3 for us, just so you're aware.
All right.
And I clicked on it, it went like this. It was that fast. Came right up.
Did it?
Yeah, came right up. Wow.
Oh, my God.
So the
Steph-
challenging,
Mine says the $1.8 million check to Vector just went to Open, is what it says here. You guys are gonna have to call Open to get your money.
Brandon, stop, you're stressing them
Well,
out.
first of all, there is 1.5 million.
Wait, what?
Don't tell them.
Okay, motion carries, so we're gonna move on to 13.4. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Motion by
Second.
Hold on,
Brady.
hold on.
So
Uh,
I have 13.3 for Vector again, Vector USA. 180.
Are there 2 in there for Vector?
Yes, so it's 13.4 on ours. Just so you're
So
aware,
they're-
we're one off.
They're double dipping?
No, one is for cameras and one is for something else. I forgot.
Sounds like a government.
So, but you made a motion. So I just
This
need a
is-
second.
Vector is replacing the broken speakers in the gym
Oh, we need this
for
so badly.
$119,000.
I don't have a second yet.
second.
Thank you.
Are they as good as the one, the Sphere?
Way better.
Those are good, those are good
Brady
speakers.
to Terrell.
Correct. And student advisory.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, because we were all there for the adult ed graduation. Okay, and that voting is
It
open?
just, yeah, I just got it.
So just, I guess so we get through this with no
I
confusion.
won't say numbers. Does that work?
No, this is back being regressive. So Elizabeth Balint, which is how she goes, her legal name is Donna Elizabeth Sohan, but she goes by her middle name Elizabeth
She's from the Midwest.
and her family name of Balint. So if you were on the interview committee or any of that, then you knew you were looking at Elizabeth Balint. So if you thought, who are we hiring? Now you know.
Thank you. Agreement Farelli. May I get a motion? I'm not going to
Motion.
say numbers, so I don't. throw you
Second.
off. A motion by Brady, a second by Griffin. And student advisory.
Yes.
I'm going to write that.
Is it, are they voting on Pirelli now?
Yes.
So this is 3.5 million for 3 years.
Okay,
That's
voting
paid
is
out with
open.
monthly invoices of $98,643.
I don't want to ruin the surprise, guys. There you go.
Oh, you got all 5 votes.
All right, you barely squeaked by.
Agreement renewal Shamrock Solutions for Perceptive Content. Image Now.
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Brady, second by Terrell. Student advisory.
Yes.
I like that you did the ShamWow guy thing.
Thank you. I knew you'd pick up on that. Voting is open. We kind of have a rhythm, girl. It's okay. We got this. Okay. So I saw that posted. Agreement Victorville Chevy Fleet and Commercial.
Motion.
Second.
Motion,
President Tarpley,
Brig-
I'd like to ask President Walden to explain what we're doing on this.
So the chief, I believe it was the chief wrote a grant in conjunction with the foundation, where they worked together, and got a grant to purchase 3 new EV vehicles, Chevy Blazers, 2026. All we had to pay was the taxes. So we're paying the whole bill here, but we're getting reimbursed on the grant for everything but the taxes. So we're getting 3 vehicles for $176,290, and we have to give them 3 of our old gas guzzlers. So we'll have 3 new.
Do these get wrapped?
They'll be not McKinsey wrapped. They'll be
Dude,
they'll be
offensive to McKinsey.
not
It's sitting
McKinsey.
Right there.
Yeah.
They'll be police labeled
Of
vehicles.
course they're getting wrapped. Don't put up with that, McKinsey.
And did it, okay, sorry. Motion was Brady, second was Terrell. Student advisory.
Yes.
So a little,
Voting is open.
yes, so.
Sorry.
As you vote, it shows the last vote in progress. You think once that vote's taken, that window should close.
And don't be tempted to X out, because then it takes your hide voting, show voting away, and so you have to
Motion
hit.
carried,
So
5 to 0.
I do,
Yeah, well, then you have to show voting again.
because I like to click.
Okay.
Number 13.
Super clicker, super user. You do you. Agreement, Granite Student Insurance. Can I get a motion?
Second.
Oh. It's 13.8.
13.7.
13.7.
Yeah, that Excelsior Public Charter School.
No.
Granite student insurance right now, 13.8.
13.7 was the Chevy vehicles.
Correct. But for her, she's one off, so that's
Yeah,
why I
the
said
number
that.
is off.
You tell me what to circle.
So, Stephanie, we voted for the 3 vehicles.
Yep.
For you was 13.6, correct? Which is what it is for me. But for me, 13.7 is the Excelsior Public Charter School. And that's yours as well.
And we're 13.8 for
And for
granted.
them, that is what?
Granite.
13.7.
It's up there on the
is
board, Dan.
Chevy vehicles.
13.8 is Granite Student Insurance.
Yeah, for our current voting,
This is,
to do grant student insurance.
Yeah, it's up on the board. It's up on the monitor.
Yeah,
But it's not on the
here,
admin one.
so in the here,
if you look up there, that's what we're seeing. This matches what we're seeing.
yeah, so when I'm telling Stephanie, this is 13 point, I thought it was 9, but did 9 go away? What happened to it? It was there just a second ago. And it's disappeared.
We have a 13.9 and it's
It,
Excelsior.
it went to the hybrid cloud.
So what do you see, my darling?
13.7 for Excelsior, and then that's it. I have nothing else.
Oh, that's a lot missing then.
What's missing?
So granite, and then open. So for us, it's 13.2, 13.8, 13.10.
So how can you put granite back? So you have two to add in, right?
I have to manually do it, so what I'll do is take a verbal vote.
So I'll circle them and we can go back.
So the one you passed by earlier and this one, we need to vote on.
And one more. If you only see Excelsior left.
I only see Excelsior.
Yeah, there's one more after that,
There's one
which
more
is
after that, 1310.
another CMS open for building 10 HR.
Correct. So let's do the Excelsior, and then I'm gonna do the last two, the ones that were missing. I will do verbal.
3 were missing.
That's
Can you turn
absolutely
on,
fine.
is your mic on?
Yes, my mic's on.
That's absolutely
I couldn't
fine.
hear you.
So if we can do the one that I have, the Excelsior,
And then you'll
and when
build
I
it.
send it to you, it'll pop up. And the last two that we're missing, I'll do a
Three.
verbal, you're missing 3? I'll do a verbal vote and I'll add them in.
Okay.
So I've
Okay.
circled them. I know which ones they are. So
Okay,
we'll go in
so
order.
let me send the Excelsior Public School. I'm gonna
Sounds
send
good.
that
So
one.
let me get you a motion and a
Motion.
second to get on the floor. So I have a
Second.
motion from Terrell, a second from Griffin. Student advisory.
Yes.
So motion from Terrell, second from Griffin. Student advisory was yes.
So for you guys that are visiting, we have this company bought we were board
Board
docs.
docs.
So they bought them out and all the colleges are unhappy.
Clearly.
The presidents get together and they just get drunk about it.
Ooh.
So that's the way they get over it. We just get drunk together. Nobody's happy with this diligent thing,
So
but
voting is open?
we seem to be painted in the corner.
No, seem to be.
Dr. G, is your
We already
vote?
approved Forelli, so I blame the three of you for this.
Voting is open? It is not. It's diligence fault. 100%. And they're gonna get a strongly worded email.
Yeah, and the other problem is you get this pop-up for the voting.
So
and it doesn't
Excelsior
go away.
passed
If you take it, go
5-0.
away.
But
Okay.
it stays here blocked.
Do you have the one that we passed over earlier?
Yes, we do. So I'm gonna
What
read
is it?
it to you. So it is,
Open
in
group.
our section, you can number it however you want. It's agreement, CMAS, open group, VVC, classroom furniture
Okay,
for
so it
building
will now be
54.
So it's going to be 13.
That's a $95,000 purchase of classroom equipment for the second floor of the PAC.
And I have a motion but not a second, so we'll ask for that in a moment.
Wait for them.
Right,
Let them catch up.
got it.
Well, they're going to take that by the verbal.
Ready?
Motion.
Wait, I have a motion already from Brady, so
Oh,
would you like to
second.
second? Thank you. And student advisory?
Yes.
So that is a motion by Brady that I took before we realized the technical difficulty, and then a second from Terrell. And I wrote yell, which I meant to say yes from Melissa as the student advisory. And so we want to do a verbal
A
vote.
verbal vote.
Yay or
So
nay?
those in favor? Aye.
Yes.
Okay,
All right, everybody said yes.
5-0.
So then you have two more.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
13.9 is gonna be the granite student insurance.
Okay,
Correct.
Granite student insurance.
Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Terrell, second by Brady. Student advisory.
Yes.
And
Okay.
when you're ready, she's ready. I know, I
Go
understand.
ahead, verbal.
I'm on
She's
it.
ready.
And a verbal vote, we're ready? All in
Yes.
favor? Aye.
Aye.
Passes 5-0.
And one more.
We should just go back to this kind of.
Which is technically
We
the
can get out of here a lot earlier.
building 10 HR remodel with open.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, but Christmas is right around the corner.
I know.
We got to get to.
We're gonna be gracious.
Okay, so this will be the open for building 10 remodel?
Correct.
Got it.
May I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Brady,
What's this one for?
the building 10
Building 10
furniture
HR
remodel.
How much is it?
Second by Terrell.
The I'll tell you right now.
262,791 and 60
If you look here on on your guys' large screen, you'll see the 13.10 agreement.
Yep, and student advisory?
Yes.
Yes. So that was a motion by Brady, a second by Terrell, student advisory, yes. All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect.
Okay, passes.
How is your 14 category looking?
Let's see how that goes.
Okay.
I have academic equivalency for Joanne Nava.
Yes.
Okay, so.
So can I get a motion?
Motion?
Second.
Motion by Brady, second by Griffin,
I think when you added that one in, it threw everything off.
but it took so many
No,
away.
it actually it deleted some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
three.
I did something.
For the price of one. Student advisory?
Yes.
Motion by Brady, second by Griffin. Voting is open for now.
You were right. You fucked up.
Yeah, you just have to wait a second. But it sucks.
We're gonna get through it, guys.
This is by Terrell.
Okay, motion carries.
Okay.
So 14-2 is academic equivalency, Steve Nagy.
Motion?
Second.
Motion by Brady, second by Terrell. Student advisory.
Yes.
So motion by Brady, second by Terrell. Student advisory, yes. And voting is open. And motion carries. 14-3, new management job classification. Are we on track? And
Yes.
salary placement for Director of Technology Operations. Can I get a motion?
Motion?
Motion by Brady,
Second.
second by Wood. Student advisory.
Yes.
So that was motion by Brady, second by Wood. Student advisory, yes. Voting is open.
So far, we're good. in 14.
Motion carries. 14-4, AFT part-time faculty MOU for disability access and compliance training. Are we on track?
Motion?
Second.
Motion by Brady, second by Griffin. Student advisory.
Yes.
I'm missing the 14.5 script.
It's the CSEA.
I know, I need the script. I'm missing the script for 14.5.
They didn't send me one.
The script for 14.5, I'm missing it.
14-4, motion carries.
Hold on, hold on.
Is it
What do
under
you
this
need?
one?
I
Under
didn't get a
that one?
script for that one. It's not there. It's not there, Dr. Logan. I need to get a script for it.
There's no script.
There is a script, but I don't think it got printed. All right, so you want to come and help me open it on here so I can see it and read it? So it's 14.5.
Do I need to get it on the floor first?
You can get it on the floor. It just says before the board can consider it.
14-5.
It's a CSEA. Oh, there's no script for CSEA. It wouldn't be. Okay, all right.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't go under 707.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nope, that's okay. So can I get a motion?
Motion?
Motion by Brady. Can I get a
Second.
second by Terrell? Student advisory.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I keep writing yell. My inner.
I did that a lot this weekend.
Motion by Brady, second by Terrell. Student advisory is a yes.
So what this does, this is the settlement with CSEA that grants them a 4% raise retroactive to July the 1st, 2025. This 4% was built into the final budget that you approved because that's what we were projecting that we could afford. And the union eventually settled.
So voting is open. Motion carries. 14.6, employment agreement, interim dean of instruction for STEM.
No,
Not correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have 14.6 as increase the management salary.
Nope,
That's
that's 7.
14.7.
I have 14.7 as the increase the management salary.
You do too. Yeah, we're on 14.6.
So you want to double the management salaries twice?
No, one is for, to hire the dean.
Right, which
Of
you show
instruction.
that as 14.6.
I don't have it. Do you have it?
14.6 should be increased to management salary schedules.
But not for them, it is.
Ours is employment agreement interim.
Interim dean.
So they're flip-flopped?
No, it's not here.
So the employment agreement is missing, so I'm gonna circle it.
So what's
and
missing
we're-
is
we're
the
going-
hiring of the dean.
Okay, so we're going to increase to management salary schedules. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion by Brady, second by Terrell. Student advisory.
Yes.
You guys just calm down back there. They're watching a three-ring circus up here, so. But that's the
it's being
deans all,
live streamed.
look, they're all deans lined up back there. One director, but
This is worse than the first time.
What's in that copy?
Carmen's back.
And voting is open.
6.
so what did you just vote on?
14.7 increase to management.
You have to read on it, Dr.
All right, so that management salary is the same as CSEA. We have always, the history of this college always give them the same. That was also in the budget.
There is a script for this one, I
So
believe.
now are we gonna do the?
We need to go back to 14.6.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Well, our
Okay, so this will
14.6.
be,
Employment agreement, interim dean, instruction STEM.
Go ahead and get it on the floor, and then I'll read the,
Can I get a motion?
Motion.
oh, I'm sorry, this 14 was, oh my God. This management salary thing was 707 has to be read, and you already voted. Jesus. All right. In accordance with government code, this is, put yourself, imagine as if you haven't voted yet. In accordance with government code section
This isn't being recorded either.
54953D, SB, Elizabeth's going to just bow out of this. Listen, I hope you hung up. In accordance with government code section 54953D, SB 707, prior to the board's consideration of this item, the district is providing the required public summary of the recommended compensation changes. Agenda item 14.7 is the board's consideration of a 4% increase to the administrative management and confidential salaries schedule and the executive administrators, does not include the president, by the way, cabinet level salary schedule effective July 1st, 2025. The proposed salary schedules are attached to the board agenda under this item. If approved by the board, each step on the applicable salary schedule will be increased by 4%. Current management employees subject to these salary schedules will receive corresponding 4% increase to their base salary based on their current range and step placement. You already voted on that, so go ahead and go to the dean thing.
Yep.
And
So-
before you vote, I got to read this.
Before we vote on the dean thing, so
Yes,
I only
ma'am.
have a motion. I need a second.
Second.
No, you're the motion.
Second.
Second by Terrell.
Double dipper.
Student
Our apologies, Carmen. This is for Dean of Interim Dean of Instruction for STEM, Carmen Padfield. In accordance with Government Code Section 54953D, SB 707, prior to the board's consideration of this item, the district is providing the required public summary of the recommended compensation for the employee agreement for the interim dean instruction STEM. It is recommended that Carmen Padfield be issued an employment agreement effective July 15, 2026 through June 30, 2027, and be placed on the management salary schedule at range 22, step G, with a monthly salary of $15,814. In addition to salary, the following compensation is recommended: a monthly stipend of $300 for use of personal cell phone and personal vehicle in lieu of mileage reimbursement for in-district travel. In addition to such compensation, the following benefits will be provided consistent with those available to other administrators of the district: district-paid medical insurance, as well as dental and vision coverage for the employee and eligible dependents. District-paid life insurance policy in the amount of $100,000. Participation in the California Public Employee Retirement System, or CalSTRS, either one, 20 paid holidays per year, 22 vacation days per year, with a maximum accrual of 44 days, 12 sick leave days per year.
So that was a motion by Brady, second by Terrell. Student advisory was yes. Okay.
But you're not voting on the screen, right?
Have to be a verbal vote.
Oh,
verbal.
I'm so sorry. Thank you. My brain shut off. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Did you vote, Dr. Griffin?
No, I'm abstaining.
All right, so we have 4 and then 1 abstain. So Carmen, come up here and say something, and after that you can go back and make fun of us with the rest of the deans.
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity. I'm really excited. And I've been here for 16 years, and this is another milestone for me. Education is, I'm very passionate about education, and this opportunity will bring new adventure for me, and I'm ready to go. I'm happy to be here. Again, thank you for the opportunity and your trust, and I'll do my best.
Thanks for the great job.
I think that does it for 14.
Thank you. Okay, 15.
Mackenzie doing her thing.
I love that so much. 15-1, curriculum changes, is that what you have? Okay.
Motion.
We have a motion.
Second.
Motion by Griffin, second by Terrell. Student advisory?
Yes.
We're almost there, girl. Voting is open. You should, and then I will write them a strongly worded email.
I'll second that.
Just as a public,
Good pass.
member of the public. Motion carries. So 15-2 we show as contracted purchase Southwest Toyota Lift. Yay. Can I get a motion?
Motion?
Motion by Brady. Can I get a second? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone?
Second.
Thank you.
Question. Are these gas, diesel, electric, propane?
Or propane accessories? I couldn't resist, I'm so sorry.
What do you mean you don't know, Richard?
Because it's not his area. This is Frank, and he's not here. Oh, it is yours? You don't remember if they're gas or electric?
I believe it's electric, but I don't want to.
Go on record.
Thank you, Tim.
I'm gonna note
Assist
that.
by Tim.
He's the man.
So they're electric?
Yes.
Thank you.
Student advisory?
Yes.
Thank goodness we have solar.
We can get more.
We sure can. 15-3, independent contractor agreement with Edmeyer?
Uh-oh, we don't have it.
We don't? You don't have it?
So hold on.
I wasted my
I got it.
motion.
Hold on, I need to hear Stephanie.
I didn't get your vote. I didn't get your vote.
For the,
Oh, I'm sorry. That might be why you don't have it.
no, we don't have it. It's not on our agenda.
We do.
But she and I don't have it.
I think I'm gonna cry.
Okay, so what is the next one you have?
15-3, Edmeyer.
Edmeyer.
So independent contractor agreement with Edmeyer Charter and Tour. Charter and Tour.
This is for our athletics, traveling, $102,600, so you'll have to
Motion.
do a verbal vote on this.
So I have a motion by Terrell. Can I get
Second.
a second by Griffin? Student advisory.
Yes.
So that was a motion by Terrell, a second by Griffin. Student advisory was yes. All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
All 5 yeses.
Okay, motion passes.
Motion passes.
Now we're at information discussion.
Information. First, read board policy, delegation of authority to the superintendent president. We received these via email. This is just for discussion. Any discussion?
Yeah, I think the amount is low. I would propose it be 15,000.
I think there's a reason that he wanted 5,000, and I think it's a very good reason.
That's for his discussion. I'm proposing 15 grand, so.
Well, no, I think I was talking about the 64,000.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy with the 15,000 if the board is. Eric, you want to where did you go, sir? You should just put your chair behind this podium. But he's the one that did the research on this, that the range that this would just take it off of the consent agenda, which is a lot less work for our people. It's no work for me, really, but it's just a lot of work for our people.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Walden. The current policy is $250. Bring everything to the board over $250, and so.
So we need to build inflation in.
Several years of inflation. I think that policy, if you look, might be about 20 years old. So, yeah, I would say on average, $15,000 is a baseline for typically where a president or superintendent in a K-12 start. And fiscally on the financial side, all of those still go through Dr. Walden for approval. His consent agenda approval, $64,000. So we're well below that $64,000 threshold.
It's the 64,000 I was not willing to increase.
Sure.
But just to be clear with the board, this is all still has to go through county, and they're not going to ever write a check if it doesn't meet all the criteria.
Absolutely not.
So.
Is 15,000 too much?
No, I would say I think that Eric came back that that's kind of the average.
Yeah.
Looking at community colleges and K-12 districts.
Then let's make it 15.
So we'll make it.
So you need a motion?
No, this
No.
is just discussion.
We'll, for the second read, for the second
This is
read,
in lieu of emailing
unless there's a.
our edits.
You're right.
For the second read, we'll make it 15,000. If you want it. I mean, you have to tell us.
I know. I love
Don't
it.
say it too loud.
That's my favorite thing.
I mean, you can't vote on it. All you can do is express your opinion.
Do we have any other discussion regarding this matter?
No, I think we should make it 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That-
We'll change it
Noted.
for the second read.
Okay, and then first read board policy 7110, delegation of authority for human resources.
So this is a recommendation from CCLC regarding the wording that already exists in the board policy. It just changes, deletes something, and,
Add something else.
well, Monica, go ahead. I can't remember all this
I
stuff.
know.
That's why
They're
y'all are
just some
here.
minor edits, just to update the language with the CCLC guidance. And I think there's a line about the board ratifies all the decisions, so still the delegation to the superintendent, president, but with ratification by the board.
Okay. Does anybody have anything they want to discuss regarding that matter?
Nope.
With that, I will
Motion to
entertain a
adjourn.
motion to adjourn.
Second?
Oh, thank God.
And bye. Thank you. It is 8:49. Sorry, y'all.
I'm